and gods can bleed. So Tryhard is mortal just like the rest of us. We will have to see if someone can take the throne from him, because first place is that coveted spot to go to China for the Koi Cup.
Yeah, and you know, I think this is the first year we actually have a outside of region players being able to join the Koi Cup, but we got scrap off Tryhard against Weapon Swapper. Weapon Swapper drops very low. Tryhard with quick minks off the halberd. That's Dual Blaze. Does manage to get the elimination. Don Bench tries to snag up the third party. F called in for Tryhard on the Tessa for this game. We got Oculus for Dong Bang. Aerial R&B connects there for Dong Bang. 1, 2, 3 as well. He sends him flying down that terrain. The Tessa ultimate is going to be invested here for Tryhard. The uppercut connects for Dong Bang. Quick interaction as well for the enchantment. Now Charge still trying to create no space. No healing pods whatsoever here for Tryhard, and Dong Ben is trying to snag up this elimination onto Tryhard. Still chasing down with the common Nunnies in hand. I believe Tryhard had a common Dual Blaze as well, but Dong Ben has a little bit of a movement error. It looks like Tryhard is going to be able to create that space that he needs, and he is out for this fight.
Chris Wu versus Potato. Old school rank 1 versus new school rank 1 on the Zipping. Chris Wu, a little bit of an unorthodox pick on Morris. One charge parry going to come out from Potato. Weapon swap coming out from Chris with the classic. Bao showing up for the third party. Chris Wu is slowing down. Doesn't want to overcommit right now. Just outside of Celestra. With the off spawn is so critical. We see Tryhard able to get that first spawn, get that extra money. In first game, everyone usually starts out these first games nice and slow, nice and easy. Nerves are settling in, but Akko's coming in with the F1. Chris Wu fading out, and another third party coming in. The 1v1 evolving as we speak. It looks like Chris Wu's going to be running that F2, looking for the classic weapon swap. The dagger is going to create enough space for Gobai to get out there. Gobai, one of the low ping demons. He can dodge out of things I didn't even know were dodgeable, creatives.
Yeah, Gobai has around, I think he has like around 15 ping. We got a scrap on the back. Gobai always sends for everybody at home. Running that Oculus right now is going to get counter grappled on the back end there by Chris Wu. Chris Wu is still trying to interact here with his third party. Looks like scrap off might go towards the Zaping's way. Zapings are 2 up against this one Oculus. Quick comes in off the focus. Gobai now needs to be real careful not to run into both of these players. Looks like both of the Zapings might be choosing this Oculus here as we see it. Here it is, Chris Wu, the first one to attack Gobai trying to stay up with the dagger. He is going to try to create some space. We have another player showing up at the back end. It's going to be Potato. Potato showing up to the party. Bao on the backside. Meng's going to take out Light Hypernova here at Shipwreck on the Shayo. I think we have only one Shayo in play right now, and this is also the first time NA is playing with the MBPL group hero point system. Everybody's put into 3 groups to be able to choose first picks for the game. So this is also new for the North American region, being able to play out in that structure format that the pros play as well. 1, 2, 3 connection for Potato. The second one gets parried for Chris Wu. Chris Wu's forcing out that Oculus ultimate. He is going to invest that Zaping ultimate as well. We got another Oculus in the back end showing up. There goes Gobai. Catches a power off the lead into the V2 there onto Chris Wu. Chris Wu now trying to create the space. You see Bao trying to take the pressure off Chris Wu in the backside with the other Oculus. Now another V2 connects here onto Chris Wu for Potato this time around. And Potato now catches the lead once again into the LB Prio to the 1 point for the halberds. And the damage is enough. And Chris Wu is going to fall, and Potato's going to pick one up on the board.
Yeah, Potato with a big critical kill on Chris Wu. 2 Atlas is going against the 2 Zippings. Now following up, Bao. APF joins the party on the Tessa. Tessa, one of the best third-party characters on there. No ultimate to Potato. He has to be careful on this engagement. APF has eyes for Bao as he tries to get away, using the river, using the rocks, trying to find some reset on the Zipping. APF wisely backing off, trying to set up that nice Tessa wall, but the sustain from the Zipping allowing Bao to disengage right now. Potato at 54% ult, trying to just pepper in some shots here, get his ult back online, and get back in here. These 1v1v1 fights, a lot with the phasing you were saying, creatives. 3 of the groups, this is something that happens in NBPL. This is the first tournament on the NA side that we're going to be having phasing. There are 4 people in each phase, and it sets up a bit of a difference when it comes to these character picks. I'm not sure if we're going to show a graphic of the active character players in each pool, but it really dictates which character is played on which day. That's why we're on this 3-3 split, 3 Morrises into 3 Holoroth. It's the only fair way that we can rotate all 3 groups. Now going over the Celestials, we got to go by Not Rats on the Shayo, able to find a 1-2 onto Dong Ben. Dong Ben using that one to create some space right now. Half charge coming out from Not Rats, looking for the untrue uppercut, not going to be able to land it. Double charge is going to be coming out. Dong Ben trying to fade away. Does the overhold? LB block coming out from Not Rats, able to get the follow-up and made it coming out of nowhere with the falling RMB. Dong Ben in a tough position right now, but he has his ultimate up. He can find a little bit of space right now. Going to be able to pop that V2, get a little bit of health out, but the Tessa ult coming out with third party. Not Rats going to pop the V2 and now made it, tagging in, looking at the follow-up, looking to steal this kill. Dong Ben in a tough position, but he does have Celestial to work with. He's going to use his Tiger to jump into the building now. Not Rats trying to follow up, see if he can steal this kill away, but Dong Ben has created enough space to chill out, reset in the building, pop a heal off while made it, and Not Rats desperately try to nurse their ankles after being broken by the Zakos.
Nice V2 there from Dong Ben. Going through the building, creating that space. Cuts the line of sight there for Rats, and Rats now it's gonna off to just to back up. We got our first Roma Yang spawning now for game number 1. These players are going to have to try to get that pass and stay inside the AoE in order to get into that Roma Yang. Now with that change into play, these players have had around 2 weeks to be able to get used to that new system in solos. But now our first official being played out for today. We're gonna have to wait and see who's gonna be able to. Oh no, we had it last week as well for the solo scrims. I just remember Tryhard taking out King, waiting for the realm, gets elimination onto him there while
Wang
hit him with a nasty uppercut, LB focus off the dual blade, full combo there. Super unfortunate. It happens to the best of us. That's what he said.
Don't make the rules, creatives. The new ticket system just sets yourselves up for some very interesting situations. We got Go By and APF both with the ticket. Now, the interesting thing about the new ticket system, they are going to be changes in the future, but for now, the current meta is certain characters are way stronger because you do get your ultimate when you go in the Yang. So if you are just a solo person, you come in and 2 players that have a ticket, they both will gang up on you just so you back off. Now, if you're the only person with a ticket at one spot and 2 or 3 people come in, they're for sure going to feed you going in. And we're going to see Weapon Swapper. He wants a ticket himself. He is going to be coming in with his fan, but Go By defending his ticket with those chickens, clucking away, knocking them back. Get off me, Weapon Swapper. This is my realm of Yang. Now, going into the game 1, first realm of Yang, we got the old school homies, Go By and APF going at it. These two always have friendly rivalries. They always go for each other's necks. It's good times. They're actually trios teammates, but who is going to get the best of it? This first one, we got Akos versus Tessa. Elmi's going to come out, Go By with the low ping. You already know he's looking for that on-reaction parry. APF gonna eat that double charge. Go By sends a 1 charge, gets whiff punish into the uppercut, forcing the Akos out. Nice tap touch coming out from APF, bobbing, weaving, swerving. We're out of there. APF does get caught on the pole. Now, popping the Tesla, able to Go By on the committed jump, denying the soul take back. The F1's gonna come out. Go By does manage to take his soul back. APF still got 1 more in the tank, but can he survive the pressure of the Akos lunge? Jumping LB in the army, gonna get denied by the combo break. Double charge gonna come out, 1 charge clank. Now APF, 1 more Tessa all in the bank, but can he get it off? He's not even able to get it off. Go By is gonna take this first realm of Yang from his teammate APF.
Wow, he catches the R&B Pro right after the clink there with the 1-2 from the nunchucks. Is gonna be able to get this weapon upgrade. Got Tryhard another realm of Yang against Ming. Another big scrap off. Tessa v Xiaoyo, I believe, for Ming. Ming's chasing down Tryhard. Tryhard still has 2 ults online for himself. Ming's ult is completely gone. Oh no, it's still up for now, but the rage is gone. Tryhard trying to stay up. R&B Pro here for Ming. Catches the uppercut. Into the big carousel for there from Ming. F called in for the combo breaker there for Charge to avoid the damage. First weave there off the ult there. He manages to catch the Pro. V2 does connect there. Messes up the ACCA. Ming now trying to chase down Char once again with 25 seconds remaining. Click comes in once again. LB focused there for Char to the 1.1 cancel from the halberd. Big damage. Sense ultimate whiffs again for Char. And Ming now catches the Pro once again off the long sword. He's gonna be able to get the elimination here. Goes to the 2-1-1 jump LMB, cancel, and Ming staying alive. loses the prowl, but recatches for the 2-pick uppercuts there from the longsword. And now Tryhard's gonna have that Yang depletion timer on his back. Go by. Vermilion's Bird's Might buff in hand right now. Don Ben in the outskirts right next to him might want to get active here pretty soon, trying to see if he can catch anybody lurking on the side of the map right now. Still trying to find some more resources from these troves. Tryhard resurrecting right next to him. Galbai probably would want to take this fight here, wants to try to pick up as many eliminations as he can once he has this buff up. We got APF though against Made It, still in Celestia. Tesla Ultimate invested there for APF. Made It's gonna respond with the F to interact quickly. Now APF still trying to create the space, trying to bait this out. Made It with 2 ults online, catches the 1.0 through the window there. Proc comes in off the nutshell, he lets it loose, gets some damage, and is gonna weed that Tesla Ultimate. And APF now has Made It on that cooldown for that second ult. It looks like both of these players are going to retreat, and we got Weapon Swapper showing up to the party as well.
Oh, ABF in a tough position, down on 1 HP. Weapon Swapper working smarter, not harder. Able to come in with a third party and get that nice, easy kill onto APF. Now Tryhard in with the Yang depletion. Gonna find Go By, get the double strike's gonna come out, dodging and weaving the first Tiger. Now with the follow-up, that RB is gonna come scooping out to take down Go By, and Tryhard able to cure his Yang depletion, stay in the game, stay in this game one. Made It still 1 minute 40 second. The time is ticking. He needs to make it happen versus Weapon Swapper. Weapon Swapper fresh off the kill of APF. Made It does get the follow-up. R&B looks for the whole 3, able to shift around, not able to get the parry. The Weapon Swapper with the fan. 1 charge release, clanking over and over. The wind's gonna create the opening for Weapon Swapper with the overhold. Nice crouch handle from Made It, but Weapon Swapper aware, able to dodge, get the LB off, following it up with a gold F. R&B focus attack. Weapon Swapper with the crouching LB, able to keep up the pressure, but Made It swinging it for the moon. Everything is out of here. Weapon Swapper though in the Hotio is gonna close it out. Made It stuck against the corner, nowhere left to go, is gonna go down. Too bad for Made It, but Tessa is actually a hard counter to Hottie. That instance while Hottie is ulting is a guaranteed Tessa ultimate. Made It, I think, just a little bit rattled by the situation, by this game one, is going to get taken down here. But it is game one. Still a lot of Naraka to be played. 8 people alive, 1 soul left remaining. It's getting spicy, creatives. 8 people alive. Yeah. I was hoping for a little bit of a slow game, that game one, but it looks like everyone's coming out swinging. They know this is a game now. The new rule set of 2024, you have to go for kills. You have to play for Yang, because first place is all that matters.
100%. See Bao Bao on the Ballista Tower. Weapon Swapper is going to force to drop down right below to try to take a quick reset in. Bao Bao is going to go ahead and try to claim a pass, I believe, for the Roma Yang. No, he's going to look to try to get aggressive onto Weapon Swapper. Going right back on top of the Ballista Tower. Weapon Swapper reads it, goes through the crack, and continue to get aggressive onto the Ballista Tower here. Now, both players in neutral, trying to see who's going to be able to bully the other person off this tower. Bao Bao goes to the side. Potato against Tryhard in the scrap off. Probably just some pokage there, waiting for that rump to spawn, and in here it is. Potato just waiting this out. Gold fan in hand for Potato. Also purple armor. Has 3 eliminations right now. Potato with 3 on the board already. Light in the back end with purple armor. Pretty much the whole lobby has purple armor currently. Gold fan for Potato. Believe he got that at a realm, so won his first Roma Yang that we did not see for the first sets of realms. Tryhard just waiting this out. In the back of the hub, we have 4 players here. Dong Ben as well. Potato against Light Hypernova for this Roma Yang. It's going to be Akos v Akos for both players. Light with Blue Hong Sword. That gold fan's going to do tons of damage here for Potato. We're going to have to wait and see what's the start off here for Potato. It's going to go ahead and just stay low. Try to lay down some range shot. Big musket shot there from Light. Clint comes in off the Scare Rush. Overholding gets the 1.0 there from the fan. LB Proud for Light. Potato's going to go ahead and invest this Akko's ultimate. Not wasting any time. And Light is going to respond as well with the Akko's ultimate. Light is going to go ahead and use the terrain from the pillars to avoid any V2s. The first one misses there for Potato. Now this one connects for Light. The first one getting the area LMB damage off of it. Is going to weed the F1 as well. Catches the prowl off of it as well. To the 1.1 from the Hong Sword. The damage is coming out hot here for Light. Now half white health left for Potato. Uses both of those V2s and the ult is completely gone as well. And Light now is going to go ahead and continue to get aggressive onto Potato. Trying to pick up this elimination as fast as he can. 30 seconds remaining still for this round. realm of Yang. Both F1s being called up for both players. Overholding the Rampage comes out there for Light. He picks up the elimination. He lets it loose off the 1.0. And that's enough damage there for Light to come out victorious in this realm of Yang.
My man Light keeps the Rampage hidden right at the end. That Jade on reaction, when you release that element, it is too fast to react. You have to know that it exists and pre-fire your ultimate. It just comes out way too fast. Hypernova knowing that, even outclassed with the weapon rarity, it doesn't matter. The Hong Sword and its versatility overcomes the Fan. Now Potato had every advantage in the world right there, but you're seeing the experience of Hypernova, 2 times world solos player, coming at it. Looks like in 2024, Hypernova still wants to go to China, wants to run back, barely not making finals 2 years in a row, just barely, like half a point or something. So you're seeing that experience of Light paying off right here in the clutch, still winning in these realm of Yangs. And we got Chris Wu versus Goldboy. Army's gonna be sent out, F2 gonna be invested, but the Acrosoul is gonna be chasing down. Gold weapon onto Goldboy, but Chris Wu with the F2 is able to use those scale rushes to get out of there. Third party is going to be coming in, but this building just really good to kite on. Go Bow Bow and Weapon Swapper both sitting on the outside, and the White Tiger buff, the threat of that aura, just forcing everyone to slow back down. But Potato with the Yang depletion going to be able to find Dong Dong Ben right. Can he find the kill? Already have the armor going down, looking for the jump parry, not able to get it. Dong Dong Ben following up with the Hong Sword dodge with the shift cross parry. Now Akko's combo break coming out for both of them. Down to the Akko Signal. Looks like Dong Dong Ben's looking still disengaged here. Doesn't want to fully commit to this. Potato looking for the launch, able to take Dong Dong's back, not able to get the full combo off, but with a nice adjustment, custom combos coming out. Potato has Dong Dong Ben against the ropes. Now Dong Dong Ben is about to join the big festival of players in the center right now, able to get a little bit of siphon off with that last V2, but now he has to disappear into the crowd. Tryhard here, all 7 players looking for this kill. Dong Dong Ben in the center of 2 players. Can he make it around the corner? He's able to go by hot on his heels right now. Potato looking for his kill. He's done all the work, but Tryhard's coming with a third party, able to get the Tesla ultimate. Now Tryhard does pick up the kill on DDB. Dong Dong Ben does go down.
Wow, Weapon Swapper still getting active. Potato with lots of pressure on him. A minute and 50 now. He's trying to pick up a Soul Bloom and go ahead and try to find a place to take a quick reset to go right back inside the action. He is creating that space. Tryhard with a perfect third party there with that Tesla ultimate, confirming that elimination for himself. Gets another one on the board. Weapon Swapper has his eyes onto Potato. Potato's trying to do everything he can to try to stay alive. Bow Bow take some damage off this. Weapon Swapper just eating up those focus attacks. Now Galbai is eating some of this damage. Potato needs to try to pick up a Soul Bloom pretty quickly. A minute 25 now for Potato. Is going to be able to get a quick reset off. Trying to lay down some pressure off the range. Galbai all in the mix right now. 5 players in this one area, trying to see if anybody can pick up elimination. Tryhard just waiting this out, playing it perfectly here. Does not want to be the first engager. Trying to see he can find anybody getting active. Has that second Tesla ultimate online now. Still building that race for that second to come back online. And these players are going to wait this out. Potato, time is ticking. And this might be bad for him. This is not the way you want to be out of game number 1 with Yang depletion. He's doing everything he can to try to pick up a Soul Bloom, but these players are not giving him anything currently. Chris Wu just holding blue in the backside. Potato doesn't even know who to go for. Counter grapples now. They know this player has Yang depletion with how aggressive they're being. There it is. Weapon Swapper, first one in the scene. 1, 2, 3 connector for Weapon Swapper. Potato's gonna respond with the RB focus from the Fan. F called in for the hottie to avoid the damage. Now Chris Wu with some jump LMBs, aerial R&B as well. R&B, just massive pokers there from Chris Wu. Weapon Swapper starts to move on in as well. Big parry there for Chris Wu, double parry for Chris Wu. Potato's gonna be forced to pop that Alco's ultimate. The first leap connects, uppercut does not because of the F2. The V2 connects onto Chris Wu, and Potato trying to stay alive. The random vein now started to foam on up, but just 5 seconds remaining. We do have a grapple bump. Oh, Potato drops very low. It is not going to go towards Chris Wu's way. It's going to go towards Tryhard's way. And Tryhard picks up another one on the board. And that's 4, I believe, 5 for Tryhard, not for game number 1.
That's super unlucky for Potato, getting peeled by the Moonbane, teaming up with Tryhard. Somehow, Tryhard comes out of nowhere. It's just Weapon Swapper and Chris Wu doing all of the pressure. Now, going into these endgames, transitioning right here, it's always going to be death by 1,000 cuts until those Yang depletion players are taken down. The all-in potential for it, you just don't want to overcommit. And Tessa is the best third-party character on the Morris. The fact that she's able to have two ultimates online and just influence a fight out of nowhere. You don't have to do all the heavy lifting. You don't have to be that main Yang dueling character, but if you're able to find that nice timing, spot out the weaker player and pick them off, we see Tryhard going up to 5 kills, doing a masterclass of how solo should be played. 7 people alive. We're getting a little bit of a stacker here, creatives. I thought people were going to be a little bit more committal, but everyone playing really smart, really slow, not giving up all of their armor, because the second more than 70% of your armor goes down, you are going to get focus fired. Now, these buildings, one of my favorite spots for the end game. So many big end games playing out in this position. Lots of different plays you can do. Lots of little different movement options you can provide with the amount of cover here. At the same time, it's very easy to not spot that third party, to not spot that fourth party. And we see Light already applying that a lot of the new meta. Every NBPL player uses a heavy sword in these end games because it's one of the best weapons to ice off any of the stagger game and find chunky scale rushes leading into this. Now, cannon being used from Light. My man is looking more practiced, looking more dialed in. Cannon, one of the best weapons you can use to referee these end games, to force people to herd them, to shepherd them into other players so you can find the kills, you can get other people lobbied, because at this point, kills do not matter as much. It's all about laddering them, securing that placement multiplier, and securing those placement points with the 80% Moonbane coming out, taking up the center of the lobby. Tryhard going up, spotting a nice hypernova, camping on the high ground, hits him with the uppercut. This is my spot. Tryhard obliges and goes out, but everyone gets forced out at the edge of these corners. These new endgame Moonbanes, giving us a little bit more action, I'd say, from a viewer. I like them overall. It forces people to not sit in the center, to not just camp a high ground. There are chances that if you overcommit, you will get lobbied here and actually finish off. And if you're 1 HP, you do have the play to just go Moonbane surfing and try to cut through the center and gamble it. Yes. The notorious 80% Bane that you like to call it. I look at that lobby. This is all Moonbane right here.
It is completely covered. Everybody just waits this out. We did see some griefs last week for the Scrim finals as well. People getting clipped off the Banes, getting forced upon to go straight through Moonbane surfing, but now the Bane's completely gone. You see Light, first one to move in, as well as Galbai, trying to move on into the next zone. We're going to have to wait and see how this end game pans out. We have a lot of Aquases for game number 1 here for the North American region. So it's going to be very interesting to see. Oh, these players are right next to each other. Light does spot him now. Galbai, some bunny hops. Just make sure his presence
kitty cat language? a little hop skit? The cats sticking together. We got a pride of lions over here and tigers on the side. What's this?
We're gonna wait this out here. What do we have? We have 2 Zapings I saw, 1 Shayol, and I believe 2 Aquases and 1 Tessa in the field, and 1 Hottie as well. So those are our heroes still alive right now for this top 7 for game number 1. Chris Wu with some love taps there onto Bao Bao. We're gonna have to wait and see how they respond. Gold weapons for weapon swapper there for the fan, and I see weapons Tryhard with gold. I can't really catch what that is. Gold longsword maybe in hand. He does have a weapon, gold weapon in hand as well. Gold longsword for Ming in the backside. So we do have some heavy weapons out right now. Light had that gold greatsword in the front in the back pocket if he needs it as well. So there's gonna be tons of damage for these players in this end circle. A lot of these players are stacked. Everybody fully purpled out as well for the armor. It's just a waiting game. Light has been using this cannon every single scrim, so this is very good to see that Light's now implementing this cannon for this year. As we've seen how strong it is in a pro league for every mode at that now. Everybody running that cannon, especially how she can shred, or how the cannon can just shred Shayols once they pop this ult. In this situation, there's only 1 Shayol, but still, very good ranged weapon of choice. Now, it is a dagger for Tryhard, not a longsword. The skins confuse me. It's gold dagger in hand for Tryhard on the Tessa. Lone Tessa currently right now. We see the 2 Zapings playing with each other, paws on top of the hillside there. right next to each other on the other side. The Aquas are starting to move on in. Chris Wu, Bao Bao, both on the Zaping. Once again, Aquas do have the upper hand right now, but the majority, I believe. Oh no, it's 2-2-1-1. So that is incorrect, but still, these players are going to start moving on in. Which character are you going to give this to here, Raven? Are you going to give it to Tryhard, the notorious winner? He had a pretty much 5 out of the 6 games won last week for the scrims. You think he's going to be able to clutch this up, being the lone wolf Tessa for this game?
The double zipping is definitely on the favorite to take this, but because it's flat ground now, it's going to be super volatile going into this last little bit. The key is you want to take out Tessa here or the zippings, just because Tessa is going to sabotage your game. You cannot account for when her ult is going to come out, and it could possibly just completely derail you in what you're trying to do. But the key here is Tryhard's going to try to get other players lobbied here in the end game, and it looks like he's going to choose Chris Wu on the zipping, knowing that this is one of the win conditions, and Ming is going to oblige and take down Chris Wu quickly. Now Tryhard trying to go over, get some of this loot, but this center circle, there's nothing to play off creatives. We got no trees, we got nothing, we just got a pure flat ground. Everyone, the tensions are high, anxious to your opponent. There's an opponent to the left, opponent to the right, opponent in front of you, surrounded by everyone. Tessa is going to be coming out onto the other zipping. Both zippings are going to be Tessa ulted going into this end game. Double Akos plus a Hottie. I have to give it to the Hottie in this situation. He's gonna be able to fly straight up and keep his health real nice and healthy, plus the V2 burn. He's gonna get a ton of last hits with this last zipping. Bao Bao gonna be pressured out by the ult coming out from Tryhard. Last focus attack gonna be coming out. Everyone chasing down this zipping. Oh my god, there's like no room to go here, creative. It's gonna be close going into this last leg. 6 people alive.
Wow. Bao Bao drops very low, trying to stay alive, but the damage is coming in hot here from every direction. Weapon Stopper now eating up a lot of damage. The Hottie is forced to pop that ultimate. We got Bao Bao since inside the Zorns. It's going to be Light picking up the elimination. Tryhard now playing up in the skies. Weapon Stopper as well with that Hottie. We just see him flying right under him. Light is very low. Ming's going to pick up the elimination onto Light off that Hong Sword. Now 4 players remaining. Tryhard playing the high ground, trying to wait to see into this last ultimate comes online for himself. We got the click comes in. So completely closing now. Ming now getting hit with the V2. The damage is gonna come towards Tryhard's way. Ming's gonna be eliminated, and now there's gonna be another one for Tryhard, and that's 8 on the board for Tryhard for game number 1, and that's an insane amount of eliminations for Tryhard for game number 1. Weapon Stopper went to wait to try to see how I can counter this man. Go back to the VAR reviews or something to try to see how to slow him down, because once this man is on the roll, it's very hard to take him off that tempo, and we see him time and time again. If he does have a slow start for game number 1, you got to be praising that, because after that, once he's heated up, it's going to be very hard to stop him. But for today, he is starting off hot, as well as for Light with that Tessa ultimate. Gao Bai already popping that Hottie ult, trying to pop the interaction circle there. He does not have a weapon. He sends up 2 kicks now, picks up a common fan. Gao Bai now with the Hottie ultimate, trying to see if he can get some damage in. Tessa ultimate connects there for Light. Now it's just a matter of time that he needs to wait to try to pick up this elimination. Interaction does not complete there for Gao Bai. And no, Light just falls down the cliff. He does not get the extra damage. And that was a mean cycle right there, how that looked. Now in a 1v1 situation, Light and Gao Bai, both players very low. 1 focus attack eliminates pretty much anybody. Light trying to go for the musket shot from downtown, does not connect right now. Got by closing out that distance, trying to back up as far as possible, trying to see if he can get an armor swap anywhere here near the outskirts of Sunwing. Does not manage to get anything so far. Light still trying to lay down the musket shot. Oh, nearly connects off and lands right next to him. Got by does manage to create the space, and it's gonna be very hard to chase him here now.
Near death experience in 4 go by. Just such a scuff fight, and Potato getting taken down by the age-old sign in Celestia. It's such a gut punch when you get hit by the sign and you're like, oh yeah, that's there. It's one of those things that you just can't be throwing out RMBs, right clicks. It's that vertical hit just randomly. Sign just falls on your head and you just got to sit there and hold that L. Weapon Swapper finding the kill on Potato. Now, nighttime day, like I was saying, those Firefly situations gotta go by versus Light. Still going on. The Tessa ult's gonna be invested. Gets it. Light is this 3 for 3 with these Tessa ults. He's super accurate, especially versus Hottie. Tough matchup for Hottie. The deep fry coming out from Light, and my man is a blue bird flying through the skies, throwing those folks attacks, especially versus go by Mr. Low Ping reaction parry. Great play coming out from Light.
Weapon Swapper. Aqua's online. Ming trying to back on the Tessa. Weapon Swapper playing that Oculus for game number 2. Got Chris Wu picking an elimination onto Made It. I believe Tryhard eliminates Don Don Ben in the kill feed a little earlier. Now he's in a scrap off against Rats for this game. Weapon Swapper does not have that ult online anymore. Ming as well. Both players winning out. LME focus there for Chris Wu onto Bao Bao. Bao Bao eating up a lot of damage here on the Xiao. Does not pop the ultimate. Test ultimate now invested. Now Bao Bao's gonna go ahead and respond with a Xiao. Oh, big parry there for Chris Wu. Range rush weapon comes out. Gets 1 hit, 2 hits. Now it's gonna be able to dodge away. LMB Pro here for Bao Bao. 1, 2, 3 connects there for Bao Bao. Lets it loose. LMB Pro F2 the corner. And the damage is there for Bao Bao. And Chris Wu's gonna fall. Misses 2 musket shots off the parry. Does not get enough damage output to pick an elimination onto Bao Bao. Made It now is going to use that Oculus ultimate to get aggressive onto Bao Bao. He knows that Xiao ult is about to run out any second now. And there, now Bao Bao's trying to create the space. Light showing up to the partner in the back end as well. So it's going to be a third-party situation for this fight. Looks like Made It's going to go ahead and cut the noise. Light going to choose the Xiao out of the bunch. Almost a quarter of that ult coming back online for Bao Bao off that Bloom pickup for himself. Looks like Light's gonna go ahead and change up his attention. Ming against Chris Wu. 1-2 off the common hung sword there for Chris Wu. Ming with that purple hung sword in hand. Investing that test ultimate, connects off of it onto Chris Wu. Chris Wu does have an ult online as well. Follow up misses. Ooh, weave there for Ming. 1 and the overhold there from the hung sword. F caught in for the Tessa. Trying to see if he can catch the LMB Pro once again. Tessa ultimate weave for Ming this time around. Chris Wu might be in big trouble. Loses pretty much all that purple armor. Oh my god, the dodge is coming into play. Goes for the jump parry, able to dodge around that. The follow up LMB focus connector for Chris Wu. Tessa ultimate is going to connect onto Chris Wu there for Ming. Overholding F to avoid the damage. Stay inside the pocket to make sure he does not interact. 1 and the overhold 2 there for the purple Hanzo for Ming to pick up another one on the board.
Clean play coming out from Bing. You're seeing that 3-man prowess, the jump parry into the dodges, weaving around Chris Wu. Both of these guys, super low ping, super hung sword connoisseurs. Great dodges coming out of Ming. Now, Hypernova weaving through on the Tessa, just spotting out, seeing what's what. Doesn't want an ISO 1v1, looking for the third parties. Now Hypernova gets a nice ambush onto Ming, finding the blind spot with the dagger LMB. Ming dropping down, looking for the focus, not able to get it. Hypernova fading away, looking for the trap parry, not able to get it. Ming, no release coming out from my man. Again, Hypernova with the roof trap, just letting Ming know, get off here, this is my spot. Drop down, Tessa ult gonna come out from Ming, gonna deny the soul. Light goes for the risky soul takeback with no F. Light into LMB. Big damage coming out from Ming. The follow-up's coming out. Double jump over. Now Light in a really tough position. Potato's going to be showing up on the Justina. Sees the potential kill. Goes for the freeze. Not able to get it. Deep Fry going to be coming out, forcing Ming off of this. But Light in the tree. Able to save himself by the tree leaves on the branch. Clutch positioning coming out from Light. But still, he has 2 players hot on his heel. The half charge army is going to take down Ming, or go for Ming onto Light. Now Potato with the overhold, tap dodging through, finding a light attack, finding the crouching Emily, 4-piece Light going on to Ming, followed up with the overhold, and Ming is going to go down to Potato, picking up his first elimination.
Got Bai showing up to the party. Potato now is going to get quickly aggressed on here by Got Bai. LMB power off the blue spear. Got Bai. Potato's going to go ahead and swap on over to that purple dagger, trying to see if he can try to create some space. 72% on that ultimate is going to crouch under that LMB there for Potato. Got Bai with common armor, losing pretty much nearly half of it now. Has to be real careful. Still trying to see if he can catch the Prophet Scarewas and cut the noise. Take a quick reset. Potato still trying to get active. 79%. First Roma Yang started to form on up for game number 2. But Potato wants to take this aggression off the realm, and that's a big R&B focus there. Prepare for Potato this time around. F caught in for the hottie to avoid the maximum damage. Overholding 1.0 off the blue katana for Gao Bai. Gao Bai 0-banned him or 3-banned him before. He is going to be able to dodge most of these things from the katana. Now Potato be forced to try to retreat. Here is going to be able to get a common armor swap. Does manage to fully tap it back up to go ahead and try to avoid this Ahadi ultimate as much as he can. Doing a really good job of playing on opposite sides of the hub, but he decides to go out. He's going to eat up the damage. He's going to weave the second one this time around. Now the third one's going to connect there for Gao Bai. Justina ultimate invested for Potato into the F, into the freeze from the dash. Now Gao Bai trying to make sure he does not get frozen. Has one more dash to his name. My invested now does not connect. Potato using up all that Justina ultimate with no value, and got by, snagging up the purple armor this time around for Potato. Is gonna be able to tap off some of it back. Overholds, gets the damage off the katana. Potato losing a lot of HP. Both players parry. 1-2 from the dagger. Overhold, and big parry there for Got by. He's gonna get a lot of damage. F caught him for the Justina. Trying to overhold, trying to see if he could have caught the roll there or the dodge from the F. Now Potato's gonna try to retreat for the time being. Got by, still trying to get active. Snags up the purple dagger. He's gonna get the parry once again to the air R&B for the extra damage. 1-2 jump L&B from the Hong Sword. Purple Hong Sword in hand this time around. Potato draws very low. Needs to be real careful. Gets another common armor swap. Now staying alive just by a little nick of time. Now he is gonna be able to back up for now. We got first round with Yang. Tryhard against APF for this first round with Yang.
Oh, no love lost between the two BW members. Tryhard able to get the Tiger into the jump be against the wall. APF gonna fade away. Look for the trap. Omnidirectional Tiger is gonna scoop up APF. Tap dodge out. Tryhard spacing out with the lunges. APF looking for the hit. Is gonna get crossed up though by Tryhard's lunge. 1, 2, 3. Three-piece is gonna get returned with the Tiger. Last hit situation. Nice. Focus attack coming out from APF, but Tryhard with the F, able to get the follow-up into the juggle again. Tryhard walking through APF, the teacher and student going at it. Tryhard may have taught you some things, APF, but he didn't teach you everything. Nice kill coming out from Tryhard. Potato, up to 2 kills, able to win out. Wait, actually,
he kills Go by. It's insane.
Versus Go by. Go by, putting him in the blender with the double charge parries over and over. Just always with that reaction parry. It's just so tough to get a focus attack off to Go by. Potato does have a bounty on him. Now, on the V2 Justina, I feel like Justina right now in the current meta is mainly play on Holorath because she's such a good counter to Faria. But the current meta, most people are just not playing Faria in NA. It's just all straight oogly characters. You got the Akoses, you got the Hotties, we got Weapon Swapper with the red buff looking for Hypernova, and Hypernova with the slick play going in the house, dodging out this gold Hong Sword Akos, but now Light making his way, doesn't want to use the store, but here's Weapon Swapper lurking on the side. Weapon Swapper up to 3 kills. This is one of the interesting positions in the mid game. Do you play for Yang? Do you play for end game? 3 kills, really good. Both of them open up with a 1 charge parry, but Light gonna go with the overhaul. We release those now. Not Rats with the third party with the cannon, peppering it in. Big damage from this white cannon. Now Weapon Swapper switching over, gonna get a parry onto Not Rats. Gold F gonna be invested, but Light is keeping up the pressure with the scale rushes of that great sword. Weapon Swapper though defending on both ends. Tab dodging, weaving, getting the big parries off. Tesla is going to be coming out from Not Rats. Weapon Swapper using the F1 to get his soul back, but now a tough situation. Who does he go for? He goes for Not Rats first. Not Rats going to fall like a noodle, like a soft noodle to that gold Hong Sword, cutting him up. And now Weapon Swapper in a 2v1, putting everyone in the butter. Hypernova is going to go down too. My man winning the 2v1, coming out big with 5 kills.
Wow, Weapon Swapper coming in high in the 1v2, taking out both of the Tessas. Still has ult online for Rats respawning. He is definitely running this back. He wants to try to get active. Weapon Swapper coming in hot now with 5 eliminations for game number 2. With that gold Hong Sword with tons of pressure, gets that insane scale rush parry on top. I believe Rats gets the elimination. Comes in hot, staying up. APF with a minute 40 with that Yang depletion timer on his back right now. Losing a lot of that common armor. Ming in the backside trying to take a reset for himself. Weapon Swapper though still trying to get active. First one on the scene, chasing down APF. Tryhard as well. These players are trying to get the third party right now. No online for APF. Ming still has 2 of those Tesla ultimates. Pistol shots connected in the back end there onto APF. Cannon shots flying on in from Tryhard onto Ming. Now Tesla ultimate is going to be invested from Ming. Is going to be able to get the tether onto APF. And lots of pressure coming into APF. This that Weapon Swapper coming in high. He's gonna weave the F1. APF might be in big trouble here. Tryhard now still focusing Ming. APF trying to run away from Weapon Swapper. Weapon Swapper has no remorse if you're in Alkos. He wants to eliminate you now. He knows that APF is very low. 58 seconds of counting. Now We got tons of players changing their attention on to Ming as well as Potato and Tryhard. Big Mix there from APF trying to stay alive. Ming now, big period from APF, does not get the damage. Looks like APF is gonna pick an elimination onto Ming, but it's gonna be Tryhard with the elimination onto APF. Weapon Swapper does not get the elimination. That's 4 on the board for Tryhard. Potato now starting to skirt on out with that Justina. Weapon Swapper posting up for the next run with Yang, and it's just chaos here for game number 2 right now, Raven.
Whoa, we got Potato and Tryhard. This is the matchup I wanted to see. These two guys going at it. We got Weapon Swapper, Potato, and Tryhard all with the Yang depletion. Tryhard not hesitating right now. This is one of the dicey situations going into the realm of Yang. I gotta say, as far as etiquette is out the window, now we just be hitting everyone when you get too close. Hey, back up. I need personal space, brother. Half charge armies coming your way. Get off of me. Too many touch of deaths in existence. Too much shenanigans going in there. There's no more love when it comes to the honorable duel inside Yang. It's just mutual destruction going everyone. 10 seconds left. I wanted the Potato versus Tryhard. We're gonna get the classic of Weapon Swapper versus Tryhard. Will Potato make his way in? He does take the buff away from Weapon Swapper, and now Tryhard and Potato both waiting to go into realm of Yang. Who are we gonna get? Nice.
There we go.
The juicy matchup right here. This Tryhard did get the best Potato in the last scrim. I think out of the 5 times they engaged, he took 4. Potato getting him on the last game, but we'll see. Today's the one that matters. Who is going to take down this first one? Double Charge is going to be coming out onto Potato. LMB not coming out. We go with the deep fry twice. Tryhard with the deep fry again, forcing out the ultimate from Potato. Double jump into bomb dodge against the wall. Looking to kill Tryhard with dodge. He's going to have to do some damage if he wants to finish him off, though. Not able to get it. Tryhard with the back-to-back jump parry. The classic. Parry once, parry again. Now, Potato down to 1 HP, looking for the dash, not able to get it. He does get him against the wall. Tryhard going for it right now. Still has one more tiger to his name. Potato still has a chance to win this. If he finds the uppercut, he's not able to. Tryhard walks him down and peels Potato back, bearing him for and exposing his neutral, letting him know you still got to learn a lot to learn, Potato.
Wow, that opener from Tryhard, the 2.0 into the 1.0 back to back there, just frying that purple armor off rip with the gold halberd. Just tons of damage there for Tryhard, making sure he forces out that ultimate nearly in seconds for the Justina in the realm. And now Tryhard with that second gold weapon in hand gets the second realm with Yang winning as well with that tiger buff. Gonna be able to buy up some resources here off the buy zone. We got Weapon Swapper still in the backside just waiting this out. We got top 4 and out for game number 2. Lots more action, a lot of more bodies falling for this game number 2, opposed from game number 1 where we had that end game. These players are starting to get a lot more aggressive. We got 2 Oculuses on the field currently right now. Potato against Rats. That's Justina and a Tessa. So it's a Justina, Tessa, 2 Oculuses online. Big parry here for Potato onto Rats. F called in. LB Pro off for this. Round Dragon is not connected for Potato. Drops it. Tessa ultimate weave there for Potato. Catches the freeze. Waiting for the LB Pro. Manages to do it. What's the mix up here? Go for the aerial uppercut and jump LB. Jump LB to the freeze into the 1.0. Potato catching the Pro. Cast the F on cooldown. Able to do the TOD, the standard grapple uppercut into the jump LBs ×2 for the elimination. Is gonna be able to cleanse his Yang depletion timer onto Rats as well. So now 3 players remain. Tryhard and Weapon Swappers, the Oculuses, roaming this area together. We see Potato trying to move this out. Might want to wait and see if he can get anybody lobbied here, any of these 2 players. But in this situation where 2 Oculuses are up and you're the lone Justina, it's gonna be very rough. And Tryhard here pops that ultimate for the Oculus, picks up the Firefly. He has that 50% rage already, so he is going to be able to get active. He needs to. He's going to go find another one. He has the ult online again, and he already has ult activated. We see Char here with big brain plays once again, making sure he can roam around, see if he can scout out Potato, because this is the player that both of these players are looking for right now. You are not in Oculus. You are not allowed here right now.
Yeah, the Potato's in a tough position right now just because both these Akoses, you always want to go for the one character. If you have to go out right here, you want to ladder up in points. The family pan is an issue. If I see another Akos that looks like me, it's us versus them, and with a 1v1v1 situation. Unless Potato finds a way to maim Tryhard or Weapon Swapper to get them to turn on each other, Potato is going to have to try to survive this situation. You see him rotating through the Tiger buff. It doesn't make sense for 2 Tiger buffs to hit each other. All you do is make each other vulnerable to the possible third party, and really drain each other's resources. But as that buff plays out, Potato, with the smart play here, wants those buffs to go out, and hopefully he can find a situation to create an opportunity for either Weapon Swapper to go on Tryhard or Tryhard to go on Weapon Swapper. But with so much space left here in this game, so game 1 we get a nice stacked end game, but this time we get this wide open area, this nice hide and go seek situations where the Akoses are looking around for Potato. Now Tryhard, like you said earlier, Kratos, big brain play to remove all those fireflies, just because Justina does have a really good play where she can pop her ultimate, keep a lot of it, dash towards a firefly, and bring it back. And because Potato is running this B2, that could possibly give her the edge of having 3 dashes to create a favorable situation for herself. But unfortunately, fireflies being removed off the table, the fireflies up top being removed. Still, we're not even close to the 80% Moonbane. We still got 8 minutes and 30 seconds as Weapon Swapper and Tryhard go from bush to bush looking for the last player who is still alive. Now, Weapon Swap, Potato hiding against the rock. Weapon Swapper swerving, spots out the Justina, and Potato activates, is going to take the fight where Weapon Swapper not able to get the follow-up focus attack due to the terrain, but Weapon Swapper is fading back, wants to lead Potato to a trap. Nice fade away focus attack, but Potato keeping up the aggression. This is his chance to come in. Nice with the Jade, able to get the silence off. Weapon Swapper in a tough position right now. Potato all-inning him. Now Weapon Swapper choosing not to force his hand right now. Tryhard can show up at any moment and take down both of them, so Weapon Swapper keeps wisely picking up his armor, going back to full health, and it looks like we're going the distance, creatives.
Looks like we are. It looks like Tryhard is starting to move up to the mix now. It might be a scrap off now. Tryhard already fully W keying in. They see this spot to Justina now. Potato needs to be real careful. He had his opportunity that he needed to isolate the fights there, but unfortunate enough, does not manage to pick up the elimination onto Weapon Swapper. And now Tryhard getting hit by some coverage fire there from the cannon from Potato. Tryhard's trying to respond as well with a cannon of his own. We got Weapon Swapper just waiting his out. Might be the one trying to play the third party this time around. Tryhard with gold longsworded hand from that second row Yang. Potato already losing lots of that purple armor, and the parry connected for Weapon Swapper. F caught in for the Justina. Needs to be real careful. Does not manage to connect. The Hefta connects there onto Weapon Swapper for Tryhard, and Potato still trying to create this space this time around. Has a little bit of a movement error. Catch does not be able to lunge onto the wall there. Is still trying to create the space, but Potato's trying to run into Sunwing to see if he can try to stay alive for this game number 2. But both of these Aquases are going to be playing against the Justina. Potato does manage to create some space. He is going to be able to get the information out the bell now. Tryhard spots where Potato is getting this reset in. Now, scrap off re-emerges for both players. F1 caught in for Tryhard. It's going to lose a little bit of that purple armor. He's going to go ahead and retreat. Pop up another blue powder there for the top off that armor. We got Weapon Swapper still waiting this out. Does not want to be super aggressive right now. Still trying to see if he can find Potato, but Potato cuts the ankles. He manages to go on top of that hut. We got gold armor for Weapon Swapper, the only one out of the 3 to have gold armor. And this can be a very hard task here for Potato trying to stay alive. These players are going to cut every exit from that area until he is forced to move into the next zone. Weapon Swapper, Tryhard already posted up in front. We got the Bane spawning in. These players are going to have to play the outskirts of this following zone for now. Zone 5 spreads in around 55 seconds for the remaining of this game 2. Got some Bane Surf and Weapon Swapper taking us some damage in the back end. Gets hit again in the backside. Weapon Swapper eats up damage times 2 off the Bane. He's going to be able to get a reset now with no aggression from Potato. Potato was able to spot this. He could have capitalized off of this, but Potato playing a lot more safer. He does not want to be called out from any of these Aquases. Weapon Swapper now is going to be able to top off the armor. Going to take a full reset. This is just a very hard task here for Potato Raven. It's going to be very hard to try to avoid both of these Aquases at the same time.
Yeah, it's just with the V2, I feel like because Weapon Swapper has gold armor, his only play here is to find a big parry on Tryhard on the purple armor, but Tryhard also has Hepta, so it's gonna be really tough for him to create an opening right now. He just has to hope to get, I would say, a 180 parry, but Sunwing does allow Potato to kite perfectly in this situation and take this to heal off to let the zone do the work. So Potato looks like he's going to try to take this heal off. The high trees plus the Justina ultimate allowing him to kite perfectly in this situation. But it's going to be pretty... I think Justina is actually... I would say slightly a favorite over Akos to win a heal off situation. So if I'm Potato, we're playing this to the heal off. We're just kiting as best we can. He does have Replicale and Burning. He can find a little bit of range pressure, but Tryhard coming in with the RMB with the dual Halby. His tech chase is going to be coming out. Potato with the dual blades trying to get away. F1's going to be coming out. He does dodge perfectly versus Tryhard's F1. Scale Rush looking for an opening right now, but Potato does get counter grappled, not able to make it back up. Jumping RMB coming out from Wexo. Deep Fry going to come out from Tryhard. Now Potato, no armor to his name. Might be forced to pop his ultimate right now. Is going to get grapple canceled against the tree. Last hit situation for him. Jumping RMB going to come out from Tryhard. Pistol shots coming out from Weapon Swapper. Potato is going to be able to back off and break contact for just a second. Nice fake play to go up high and go back low. He's able to get that white heal off. Good job from Potato, able to survive the focus fire. He's going to get almost a full heal off right now, but Weapon Swapper dropping down is going to be finding Potato on the low ground. Still, he has 3 minutes to fade, a lot of terrain to work with. He can make it to this heal off to find a nice zone situation, hopefully beating out the Akos with the zone, but the Scale Rush is going to be coming out from Tryhard. Potato using the dagger well to create some space. Nice and white armor reset, but the jumping RB is going to come down. Weapon Swapper trying to peel off Tryhard to secure this kill. Potato now in a tough situation, needs to make it to the zone, but Tryhard is able to use a cannon shot. Now we got a 1v1 for game 2. Weapon Swapper versus Tryhard. No LMB uppercut due to the ceiling. Weapon Swapper with the Hong Sword. Both of them looking for an opening. Weapon Swapper forcing out the Akos combo break from Tryhard. F1 can be invested. Chip and damage coming out from Weapon Swapper. Weapon Swapper. Non-stop Akos tech coming out from both these players. Tryhard forcing Weapon Swapper into the zone. But Weapon Swapper with an LMB, able to get the focus attack. Now Tryhard against the ropes, forced to pop his Tiger. Weapon Swapper again gets a follow-up, knocking Tryhard into zone, and Weapon Swapper is gonna take down game 2 of the Spring Challenge solos.
Wow.
Cannot win those multi-way fights. It's gonna be tough to pick up kills, but still, 4 games go, creatives.
Yes, sir. We got our 3rd game of the day. Scrap Out's already unfolding right now in the outskirts of Celestia. Believe this is Bao Bao and Made It. Bao Bao with no weapon in hand right now. Trying to see if he can try to snag up a weapon out of one of these shows. Goes inside the building. Does not manage to get anything. Made It with that blue Hung Sword in hand. Putting up tons of pressure onto Bao Bao. Bao Bao is trying to retreat from this area. Still trying to lay down some pressure. Clinks comes in off the pick there. Trying to stay up. Since the second gets the damage in this time around. Still with no weapon in hand. This might be bad for him. There's a halberds in hand. Made It does not snag it up though. Does not want to pick this up. And F called in there for the Tessa. We're going to have to wait and see if he's able to pick up this elimination here.
Now Bao Bao with Made It finally able to pick up a weapon. These off-spawn fights, very, very dicey. Made It does go for the jump here, not able to get it. Bao Bao tries to get the dual halberd trap, not able to get it, but Made It comes flying in with the one shot, crosses, hold dot is out. Tessa is going to be invested by Bao Bao. Made It has to be careful right now. A little bit of a grapple error coming out, but Made It able to get the white armor. Can Bao Bao find the uppercut? He's not able to. Double Try's gonna come out with the follow-up. Sneaky looks for the tech chase. Double hold dodge through, but Made It. 1, 2, 3, enjoying. Combo break is gonna be invested. Double Charge gonna come out. No combo break left for either of them. One charge is gonna come out, and Bao Bao is gonna secure his first kill of the game.
Wow, that's a mass elimination there for Bao Bao. Now, in game number 3, starting off hot, which he needs. 1 kill on the board. Chris Wu against Tryhard. Tryhard popping that no old zone. Chris Wu is going to retreat for the time being. We have APF in the mix as well. We're going to have to wait and see who's gonna be able to pick up elimination on the board in the start of game number 3. Tryhard with common dual blades in hand, Chris Wu with common halberds, APF with blue nunchucks in the back pocket. We see him in the back end there. Chris Wu sitting at 1.0, get some damage in. Tryhard trying to stay up as well. F1 called in, F2 called in there for Chris Wu, trying to get some damage in. Does manage to get so. We got a ballistic tower shot to the back end there from APF. Tryhard now trying to retreat, get some damage onto him, sends that follow up as well. The parry's gonna come into play there for Chris Wu. The damage is coming in hot. And Raymond, is he gonna be able to escape this?
Tryhard's against the wall, but APF comes in with the
Wow.
third party and the ballista. What can you do? APF has you locked against the corner. Burn damage is going to come out, and APF with the freest 2 kills of his life, able to take down Chris Wu and Tryhard quickly on that ballista. Now, Lucky Bobber Bao Bao made it on the opposite side of the map. Tesla ult's being invested. 1v1 going down. Big Tesla ult's gonna come out. Bao Bao able to find the kill. Now made it versus Bao Bao. 1 kill to Bao Bao's name on the Tesla, but the V2 Justina is coming out. Looks like these two having each other's necks. Have to be careful right now. Early in the game and already 9 people alive, 3 people's souls roaming the map.
Got Bao Bao. Does manage to recap that common armor. Made it now. Chase game on to Justina. Trying to see if we can get some type of damage. No ult zone is going to be popped there from Bao Bao. Got Scrap House
Round 3
unfolding
between these guys.
Yeah, they just keep duking it out. So that's Potato and Gao Bai. Gao Bai has not been able to find his spinning in these games, but Gao Bai, a strong player as we've seen him here in the North American region, is gonna be able to get some damage onto Potato. Potato on the Tessa. He has some amazing games last weekend on the Tessa. Nice dodge there for Potato. Weaves the follow-up LMB, catches the prior off of this, gets the damage as well. The elimination does not come into play. Gao Bai trying to stay up, catches the prior this time around off the Hong Sword, and the damage is gonna connect her for Gao Bai, and Potato's gonna fall there.
Huge clutch from Gao Bai. Man, Potato was weaving that the LMBs and the tap tots over and over, weaving in and out against that Hong Sword. Hong Sword, just so many options to keep up pressure. Potato ahead of the curve. I see you, Potato, with those tap dodges denying the LMB focus, but unfortunately, Gao Bai finds that LMB, and just the follow-up grapple kick damage is just so big on the Hong Sword. Potato barely loses that fight. Big clutch coming out to go by. Now over here at Celestia, not Rats, Ming. And who's this on the hottie flying around?
He's light.
It's Light, the flying light hypernova.
Does get the elimination onto Rats. Gonna go ahead and skirt on out here from the hottie. Ultimate Ming is gonna pick up the resources off that body. Now Light's gonna go ahead and try to lay down some pressure off the pistol here. Is trying to stay up. Just like gives him a little bit of a pistol shot. Is gonna retreat for the time being. We do still have a couple scrap outs unfolding. 22 minutes on the board right now for this game. We have a couple minutes left for our first run with Yang of game number 3 to start. This is our last Morris IO game of the day. Chris Wu against Made It, going at it. APF against Bao Bao once again. These players have been scrapping for some time now. Light, blue dual blades right now in Celestia, trying to see if he can find a better weapon or a better armor for himself on the hottie, playing out with 46% rage currently for this game. Rats against Ming, Chris Wu against Made It, still in scrap balls. These players are getting active on the other sides of the map. We got Light going to go ahead and just pick up some resources off the trope. APF and Gao Bai. There's a third party unfolding there. Dong Dong Ben and Raz. That's another third party as well happening in all the other side of the match. Tryhard now moving into the party. It's gonna be Gao Bai picking elimination onto APF. And now it's a 3-way scrap off here. These players are trying to pick elimination. Tesla Ultimate invested here. Rats gets enchanted here. Big pair for Dong Dong Ben. The elimination comes into play. That's gonna be another one on the board. No, the first elimination on the board there for Dong Dong Ben.
Big pick off from Dong Dong Ben now. Following up in the 1v1. Ming versus Dong Dong Ben. Big dodge coming out from Ming. Weaving. Getting that nice AoE Tesla onto Dong Dong Ben. Denying the soul take back. Ming has been on fire on his Tesla all day. Able to play the soul retakes. And unlike last game, I was about to say there were 12 people alive, but as I said, an explosion happened. And we're down to 8 with 2 dead going into this next round. And usually you see players slow down, going into the next Realm of Yang just because they don't want to risk it. They want to get that Realm of Yang for that big power spike. The big advantage of winning that Realm of Yang is the armor, and more importantly, the gold weapon. A lot of characters scale up using that gold weapon. Xiao, for example, with the F2, Akos in his ultimate, Hadi in his ultimate. All of these characters benefit greatly from winning that Realm of Yang, and they're also extremely good dueling characters. You see Go By run tryhard off there, claiming this Realm of Yang. Just Xiao with a fan. I'm hoping to see a fan infinite today, creatives.
Yeah, me too. It's been a while since I've seen a fan infinite. And I was speaking about this last week, and it's been a while since I've seen the combos come into play here for the North American region. We had some combo players, and sadly for me, that I enjoy seeing, you know, those full-on extended TODs being played out. It's been a little bit of a drought, which, you know, it's not optimal. Don't get me wrong. You know, you're trying to go for a full clip in scrims or in a tournament. It's not optimal at all. But, you know, in the Pro League as well, you've seen how optimal it is to be able to do those heaven steps and those fan infinites, and how quickly you can pick up those eliminations, especially in the Realm of Yang, where the terrain is a flat ground. It's a TOD's players playground here in the Realm of Yang with how flat the terrain is. You have everything you need to try to eliminate the opposition as fast as possible. We have Galbai starting up high against Potato. Tessa v Xiao. Galbai does not get some damage so far. Potato as well. Blue armor for Potato is going to be able to cat dodge away. Musket shot connector for Galbai. Now he sends the F2. Crouch LB in the floor as well, or on the ground to get some damage in. Crossing them to the 1-2 from the fans. Gonna weave that Tessa ultimate. And that's a nice weave there from Galbai. RB prior here for Potato off the longsword. But able to go for the 1-2 and the ground. Goes for the V2 as well, or the V1 off the Tessa. Now, Xiao ultimate invested. V1 here for Galbai. Get some damage in, and the follow-up hit there is gonna connect for Galbai to take out the first elimination in the Realm of Yang.
I'm a lie, creators. I was surprised by that V1. I would have got hit by that too. What is that? You expected the V2 to come down? I guess you need to notice whether or not that snake symbol above your head. Nice one charge coming out from Weapon Swapper. Has Ming against the ropes. Sends another one charge. Sends a follow-up. Ming trying to dodge, trying to weave, not able to. Weapon Swapper just clogging that lane with the focus attacks, flying through these blue skies. Freebird releasing over and over, and no parry coming out from Ming. And like I was saying before, that gold katana, that purple armor, plus the buff allows these dueling characters, allows Akos to come out and do so much damage with their ultimate. And you know what? You know how Naraka works. If you're not doing damage, you're not getting kills. You need to get kills to win these tournaments. Big damage is what wins these tournaments, creatives.
Yeah, I mean, you got to pick up those eliminations. Try to get that multiplier for that top 3. Try to get as many points on the board for your games. You try to stay up in these games. Big Ming's here for light on the purple halberds. R&B focus release. Now this time around, Ming's gonna come in high with a pair. He's gonna cancel over the crowd to the 1.0 for the halberds. Gold Hauntor coming into play now for light. Jump LMB. Gonna get the second damage off the R&B focus. Sends the LMB focus as well to the follow-up R&B on the ground. Scareburst does not connect because of the Hadi ultimate invested there from light. He's gonna go ahead and scatter on out. Weapon Swapper in the back end as well. And the third party might unfold here in the chat. It connects, but no damage coming into play now.
Good job from Light Harper Nova to use his Hadi ult to fade out of there. Ming with the pristine reflexes like a cat, able to catch that Hadi ult initially. And this is why Tessa is a pretty good counter to Hadi, is that once you have a good timing of when you feel the Hadi's under pressure, he's going to be popping that ultimate. You can camp that ultimate animation with the Tessa ultimate, but Potato in a tough position. Bao has him against the wall, but Potato weaving, using the ceiling to get out of here. Unfortunately, Go By is going to be showing up as well. Dual Howlies on Bao. He's able to close his distance, but the longsword Potato trying to get away. Bao is going to secure that kill, but now it's going to be Go By versus Bao.
Now, looks like Galbai still applying tons of pressure onto Bao. Bao with a nice shape pair there onto Galbai. He's not going to take the damage because the ult's online, so he's going to try to scatter on out. He is going to create the space as well. Light's going to take out Ming in a kill feed. Galbai still trying to chase down Bao. Bao doing a really good job staying up off these halberds, using the LMB focus to create the space, but the pressure there from Galbai does manage to catch up to him. V2 still online. The V1, I mean, does connect onto Bao. He is so confused as you see it here, Raven.
That V1 just comes out, it's so spicy. Bao is just trying to make some space, but the F2 again. So much damage coming out from that F2, and we might be seeing the last age of these Shiols in the new patch. The V2 is going to be getting that big nerf. It's not going to confirm it in the combo, but will we see? I feel like Shiols will stay around because as we're seeing right now, that V1 is still really spicy to go against. It's really hard to on reaction dodge, but first inside Celestra, Hypernova is going to go down to his fellow Worlds players. Tryhard, quick kill coming out from Tryhard, already up to 2 kills on the Hottie. So many players like to go to Celestia for this mid game. Allows you kind of play hit and run, especially when your characters with such high mobility like Hottie. The combo break plus his ultimate and all these buildings just give you so much mobility to kind of cherry pick the type of fights you want to engage. And going into this second Realm of Yang, 7 people alive. What we're seeing in NBPL is some people choose not to go into this second Realm of Yang creative. It is pretty risky, but fortune favors the bold. Only first place goes to China. Made it. Weapon swapper Chris Wu still going at it.
Yeah, now with the Realm of Yang changes, we're not be able to, or not Realm of Yang, the Soul Bloom changes, we're not be able to stage the Bloom. A lot of these players opt to not try to take that second realm anymore. It's a lot more riskier than it was in a couple patches ago. Big parry from Made out to Chris Wu. That's big damage. Weapon Swapper in the back with an R&B focus. It's going to pick up the elimination onto Chris Wu. Now made it in a 1v1 against Weapon Swapper with no armor left. He took the damage off the R&B focus plus the follow-up, and Weapon Swapper trying to wait out the F. Ultimate invested it for Made it. Catches the freeze. Does not get the problem because the F1 was going to be invested enough from Weapon Swapper. Uses his dash to retreat. Tryhard in the back end might start moving on in for that third party. We got bounties in play as well for 2 players. Big bow shot Mink there for Weapon Swapper onto Made it. Click comes in off the focus. This player's trying to stay up. Made it. You know, a lot of damage. Doesn't the 4.0, but it's going to be Weapon Swapper with the LB focus there for the elimination. And Made it's going to fall for game number 3, I believe. Weapon Swapper with 3 on the board for this game. And this is good for him. He's picking up those eliminations. Second Realm of Yang starting to form on up. Picking up his pass now to get potentially another elimination on the board for himself, and he is in second place right now, so he is doing a really good job staying in that close top 2 for himself.
Yeah, this is huge for Weapon Swapper. Really surprising. For those of you who don't know, last big EGL tournament, Weapon Swapper was there in grand finals, was in the top 7, has been scratching the surface, trying to transcend into that top 3 to go over to Jacob. Now today, it's definitely surprising to me that he's having such a pop-off game. He's always had that ability, being a connoisseur for Weapon Swapper, and this is going to be for the lead right now. This is for a lot of marbles. Weapon Swapper versus Tryhard in the Realm of Yang. Starting out, going in to the wall play. Tryhard's able to get that grapple cancel, able to get the follow-up, and then the 2 wake-up reads onto Weapon Swapper. Weapon Swapper trying to ice off this pressure, but Tryhard is just relentless on top of him, forcing out the Echo. So now Weapon Swapper delaying his lunge, looking for the tech. Tryhard spacing out, is going to get jumped on by this Echo. So now Tryhard versus Weapon Swapper. This is for the lead creatives. Who do you think is going to take this one?
Weapon Swapper manages to catch the prowl, and this might be bad for Tryhard. He heats up the damage off the 1.0 from the gold katana, and Weapon Swapper coming out hot here in this second Realm of Yang with 4 eliminations on the board. Got by against Light in the second half of the Realm of Yang. Hottie ultimate invested it for Light. Got by with no ult online, trying to kite this Hottie ult as long as he can. Trying to see if he can take a quick reset, and Light runs out of that ult as well. Stormform procs their form. The gold pole sword, gold weapon in hand for Light as well. Air RB connects. That's tons of damage off of this. And the butt stuck does not connect there. Catches the LB off the scare rush as well. Now Light trying to stay up. 6 seconds remaining. Stormform back to back. Aerial RB finisher there for God by. And Light's gonna fall in the nick of time. And that's Xiao coming up on top for God by for this Realm of Yang to snag up another gold weapon plus the buff. Tiger's buff is gonna come into play here. That was an insane 1v1 there between Weapon Swapper and Tryhard. And now it's Weapon Swapper coming up on top for that Realm of Yang. Tryhard is going to have that Yang depletion timer on his back, but it's just going to be a matter of time that we see him get aggressive against another player here, Raven.
Yeah, Weapon Swapper, this is a big critical kill onto Tryhard, especially with such little players going into this endgame. Go by, able to clutch it out as well, using that pole sword. Xiao F2 pole sword is just the absolute meta when it comes to like a Mortal War and rank play overall in CN. Is just being able to get through the pistol or musket of Xiao with the gold pole sword is extremely hard. It denies a lot of the light game, a lot of that easy stagger, a lot of that uppercut game. Now, Tryhard in a tough position. 3 minutes left. Wide open areas. He's going to have to put on a thinking cap if he hopes to find someone in this situation, especially with how wise everyone's been playing. Everyone's been playing really, really defensive for these Yang depletion situations. They don't want to give up a kill, but it looks like Tryhard does. Is that a bounty on him? Weapon Swapper is going to get his run back. Unfortunately for Tryhard, this run back is going to be against the Tiger buff. I think Tryhard did happen to see go by in the distance on this gold poster with Chayo. Tough fight though ahead for Tryhard.
Trying to respond with the pistol shots. Does get some damage in. We're gonna have to wait and see if he's able to come out on top in this scrap out for the Soul Bloom. Big damage off the grapple and the beat to the follow-up as well. F1 caught in for Tryhard. Got by. Oh my god, nearly pairs it, but Tryhard spins it around. That was a massive spin around there for Tryhard. To the 1.0 from the dual blades. Gets the damage in. Got by. Tries to double parry it, but is not be able to do so. Tryhard spinning back that focus attack. Beautifully played there from Tryhard. Got by now, trying to send out some cannon shots here. He's gonna try to retreat, take a full reset, but got by with the aggression still onto Tryhard, trying to make sure he does not get that reset back into play for himself. But it's gonna be very hard to catch him here, Raven, in this terrain here in Celestia.
Yeah, 1 minute and 30 seconds though. Tryhard has to make a play right now. The Tryhard recognizing the play against a Tiger buff Shayo, pretty tough. Now Hypernova showing up on the Hottie. Both Yang depletion, I believe, going at it. Hypernova as well with Yang depletion is gonna get the max range parry. Focus attack gonna come out. 2 Tryhards back. Akins Tiger getting a little bit of heal back, but Tryhard against the ropes right now. 1 minute left. He needs to find a kill right now, but the odds are against him with Light looking for the kill as well. Tryhard making his way out of here. Go by, hunting the outskirts, but Tryhard does get the armor swap. Now, round 2. Hypernova does have the ultimate up. Can he find this kill onto Tryhard?
This is beautiful plays here from Tryhard, going up high to avoid that straight line of sight there against the Hottie. And there it is. This time around, he connects for himself. Weapon Swapper moving on to the mix. There's tons of players right around Tryhard with 36 seconds remaining here for him to try to pick up a Soul Bloom. Hottie ultimate does connect some damage onto Tryhard. Light trying to see if he can stay up and get this elimination onto Tryhard, but Tryhard not making it easy. He's gonna be Weapon Swapper, pick up the elimination onto Tryhard there with 6 on the board. Light does cleanse, and now the pressure's going towards Light this time around from Weapon Swapper with no ult online. This might be bad for him. 90% already, getting that ult very, very quickly off that Soul Bloom. Now, Weapon Swapper still focusing Light here. Got by in the back end, APF as well. The damage has come into play onto Light. Both players have their eyes onto the Hottie, but Light with some amazing movement, being able to create that space to try to stay up. He's gonna go ahead and move Bane Surfer. He needs to be careful not to get clipped off. He cancels it with a jump. Does manage to take a quick powder as well. Look at the movement coming in here to play here for Light, Raven.
Yeah, Hypernova, with the new glyph changes, that Soul Bloom, he's able to secure the kill on the Tryhard, or get the Soul Bloom off of Tryhard with the high mobility of Hottie. And Hottie is kind of like the modern day Matari, the old school goat of solos Matari with her blinks left and right, but Hottie, more offensive Matari, I'd say. One of probably my favorite solo character, just because the amount of plays you can do flying around, especially with that V2. You see that continuous pressure, the hopelessness of a Hottie chasing you down for that last hit situation. We're gonna have it go by APF and Weapon Swapper all posturing to see if we can get someone focus fired over here. Light wisely hiding in the bush, waiting for his ultimate to come back up. Now that his ultimate is back up, joining in the battle. And Shayo is one of the best targets to go for in these end games because her ultimate can't really all in you. She is really, really weak to range nonstop. And you see APF, Weapon Swapper, and Light just absolutely raining pain onto go by.
Yeah, and it's just tons of pressure onto Galbot. Galbot's gonna fall there by Light, picking an elimination with a musket shot, and now Light's gonna get caught up with the LB Pro. F invested it for the Hottie. Now Weapon Swapper once again with the aggression onto Light, gets the damage off the R&B focus. Light's gonna be forced to pop this ultimate, sends another focus attack to get some damage before that ult flies him up. Now top 3 players remaining. We have 2 Aquasis and a Hottie for this end game here for game number 3. Light manages to pop that ultimate, creates the space, probably cancels it by now to save some of that rage. Weapon Swapper and APF are both going to go ahead and get some more resources off that falling body from earlier from Gao Bai that falls there from tons of pressure from all directions there. He does fall. Weapon Swapper buying up some resources. Light playing the side of the zone, the edge of the zone. He might get spotted here by Weapon Swapper. There goes the Random Bane. Does get invested now from the just a Random Bane. Weapon Swapper now does not spot Light. Light playing that perfect terrain in the backside of that hut to make sure he does not get spotted. Weapon Swapper, gold armor. I believe the only player with gold armor, I think. Could be wrong, but we're gonna have to wait and see how this game pans out for game number 3.
Weapon Swapper has been really, really good with his macro, like you were pointing out, Creatives. He's always had gold armor in these end games. He's been really, really stacked. He's been winning his Yang fights, and it looks like after this game, he should be taking maybe a close lead to Tryhard if he's able to secure this win. Now, Light definitely has the edge here to win this out. Unfortunately for Light, he does have 2 Akoses that he's going against, but unlike Potato, I would say Hottie has a lot better chance of fading out and trying to kite. Unfortunately, this terrain is not going to benefit him. If it does pull towards the tower, he is going to have a little bit to kite on, but he is going to get spotted out by Weapon Swapper. Big damage coming out from Light, though, absolutely deleting half of Weapon Swapper's up, and now Light activating. No, this is his chance. APF has to make a decision right now. Does he continue on the Akos, or does he go for Light? Big cannon shots coming out. APF seeing the health of both players. APF does see that Weapon Swapper is really, really low, and Light Hypernova with the whip punish is going to find the kill, and we're going to get APF versus Light, a classic NA battle.
And he picks up the Soul Bloom, gets some of that rage back as well, gets some of that armor now. 1 pot left to try to get that full armor. Does manage to do so. The counter grapple does not connect because of the grapple LMB there from APF. Now, our final 1v1 of game number 3. Sends out the Rampage, does not connect here. Nice cross up there for APF. ×2 as well. 1-2. Hottie F invested to avoid the damage there. Does catch the 1-2 as well. Again there for APF. Go hunter to hit for APF. The players runs. He gets the damage off the Rampage. Jump LMB for the extra damage. F1 as well. Bow shot, I believe, does not connect. Now Hottie ultimate for like the 5th time around now for Light to try to pick up the damage onto APF. Weaves it though. The first 3 charges there from the Hottie ult. Gets connected off the second, and I don't know what's gonna happen here. If he gets a ton of damage here from this Hottie ultimate, he could potentially turn this fight around, but it's been very close here, Raven.
Light's taking a pretty aggressive route right now. Doesn't want to opt for the heal. APF still has his ult online. I'm curious to see what Light has cooking right now. Last hit situation. APF still has his ultimate right now. He's not popping it. Has to be careful right now. Light can find a focus attack here and take this down. F is going to be invested. Light in the last hit point situation. APF just slowly working his way. Oh my goodness, it's coming down to the wire. Light's getting a ton of chip damage, and he almost takes down APF. Whew. If I'm APF, we're sweating beads right at the end right there, but APF is able to close it out with 3 kills. A lot of the times, the pros do slow down, and they don't want to overcommit going into that second Yang. Now, it looks like everyone's pretty spread out. Tryhard's going to be taking an ISO fight versus Dongdong Ben. A lot of people over in Metab. We're going to have Potato versus Weapon Swapper. The first kill, really, really important. That first blood gives you a ton of cash. Weapon Swapper, can he continue his dominance? Potato is going to slow him down and take him down. And again, back-to-back first bloods going to Potato. But Glissa is coming out, though. Potato has to bow back out and weave. Bow on the top ground is going to be taken. Hot pursuit for Potato off spawn.
The wake-up period for Potato is disgusting. Bao with a full chase right now. Chasing down Potato. Doesn't manage to get a calm with armor soft. Tryhard on the Ping. Follow up there off the focus for Dongdong Ben. Catches the Scare Rush as well. Now R&B power for Tryhard. What's the mix-up off of this? Goes for the ×2 off the uppercuts from the grapples. Jump LMBs. Only 1 due to the terrain. Now Dongdong Ben trying to retreat on the Hottie. Tryhard's going to have that sustain there from the Zaping. As we're seeing how strong Zaping is in these Immortal War games. Pretty much having that ult online. Like 90% of the time, Zaping just showing up always in these games for the Immortal War. We got scrap offs happening. We got Potato taking out Bao in the kill feed, playing that Zai. Does manage to get that elimination on the board for himself. Tryhard still going at it against Dongdong Ben. We got scrap offs against Rats and APF. Big scrap. I would love to see that one, by the way. R&B focus there from Dongdong Ben. Big damage there from the blue fan. Both players parry. No one biting right now. No problems yet so far. Does manage to weave around this. Overholds to parry. Since the second one does not connect off of this charge. Trying to create the space. Trying to see if he finds finds an armor swap somewhere, but it's just a matter of time that he's gonna put up some damage on the board for Dong Dong Ben as well.
Dong Ben, tricky with these drop down situations over and over. Tryhard is going to be able to get the armor swap. Nice R&B is going to be coming out deep into the conditioning plays right now. Both these guys in each other's head. Tapped out to the side. Dong Ben tries to catch a hold dodge with the half charge. Not able to get it. And then Tryhard just releasing the blues, forcing out the Hottie ultimate. Now Tryhard, can he track down this Hottie in midair? This is a tough part of this character. He has really good disengage. The V2 is going to come out. Tryhard has to be careful right now. That burn damage heavily reduces the heal. Tryhard makes his way back to the blue armor though. Nice min-maxing coming out from Tryhard. And we're going to be going into phase 2. This all-spawn fight, really critical for Tryhard to snowball his game. This, like you were saying before, the all-spawn of zipping creatives, really strong. This is where she has the advantage because of that ultimate coming online quickly.
It's just so much sustain from that character. Ming, we do have a fairy out there for Bao Bao. Oh, no, for Ming. Sorry, Ming on the fairy for game number 4. But yeah, the sustain from Zaping, as we've seen them time and time again, how much damage she can sustain. It's just incredible from that hero. And we see that, you know, she is not going anywhere anytime soon in these solo matches. All across every region, she is going to be played out, which is how good of a hero she is. Light picks elimination onto Rats. Tryhard against Dong Dong Ben does manage to take up the elimination onto Dong Dong Ben. Is going to get those resources. She didn't even invest that ultimate as we saw. He still has that online for himself. Light on his signature Justina. This is Light's comfort pick for himself. Playing Justina for game number 4 in Holleroth. We have Chris Wu in the back end on the Ockles. We'd love to see Chris Wu start getting into his spinning as well. Chris Wu has had some strong performances in the scrims as well, so we'd love to see him start, you know, feeling himself and getting those tempos up for these games. We got Gao Bai with gold Hung Sword. He finds it off a Trobe, is insane on the Hottie. Ming on the blue Hung Sword this time around for this game. We got Hotties out on the field. One fair so far for Ming. Ming just trying to wait it out and see if he can get some damage into this bounty. He does have his the information onto Bao Bao, I believe. Bao Bao playing inside the top of this building to try to see if he can negate some of this damage coming into play from Ming. Little love tap there. F called in for the Ockos. Now we got Farias, Hotties, and now Gao Bai starting to move on, or I should say APF moving on in. So the Ockos could be singled out here for the scrap off being the only Ockos in this area right now.
Ming, Tryhard, APF, Bao Bao, all descending upon this bounty right now. Ming with the rampage, looking for the hit. Does look for the cross on the LMB, not able to get it. This tower, really tough to secure a kill. Ming on the Faria though, is gonna get found out by Tryhard. Faria and Zipping, mortal enemies on the hauler. Both of these characters like to get off that heal off, and it's always whether or not Faria can survive the mid game versus the Zipping swarm. Nice parry gonna come out from Ming. Does get the follow. Is he gonna go for the heavy sub? Baudo interrupts it with the drop down, and now Go By dropping down as well. Gonna find the parry onto Ming. Non-stop fans coming out from the heavens, and Ming out of nowhere is gonna be deep fried, breaded, and secured for a kill.
Oh my god, the parry comes into play. 2 players drop down. We just saw 2 RB focuses right next to each other to both players there. That was an insane sequence coming into play for this game. Now our first Roma Yang starting to form on up for game number 4. Gao Bai skirts on out. Rat jumps very low. Another player playing Faria is gonna be Rats. We got some cactus shots coming into play. It's gonna bounce back there for Rats. Rats gonna be put up a lot of damage onto him. He needs to be real careful. Jump LB finisher there for Weapon Swapper. Now that's his first elimination of game number 4. Skill Rush connected for Potato. Big damage. And Potato now filling himself for game number 4. Trying to see if he can pick up elimination on the board. Might just go ahead and take a full reset for himself before the realm starts unfolding. Weapon Swapper as well with 1 for game number 4. Charha in the back and APF made it. Bao Bao. All these players around this Roma Yang. So there's not going to be enough tickets, I believe. If there's other players posted up on the other side, there might not be enough passes for these players to try to pick up a pass to go inside the realm. Yeah, so we might have some aggression coming into play from other players trying to snag up a pass. You see them all posted up right now. Who's gonna be able to get one? Weapon Swapper gets one. Char gets one. Not sure who else got one. So we're gonna have to wait and see who gets aggressive, try to get inside this realm. Yang. And keep in mind your rage does reset once this once the realm Yang opens. Tryhard just goes in the backside up, has that little witch hat on his ping. Potato does have a pass as well on the Zai. I believe it's the lone Zai for game number 4 right now. And Zai, very interesting pick. Playing F1, I believe. We usually see people choose between that or the F3 one with the one that goes up high. APF, Bao, Dong Ben. It's still with common armor, trying to get some armor upgrade there off the spirit wall. But it looks like Bao, it looks like he wants to get aggressive onto Dong Ben, knowing that he has that common armor online for him.
That white armor, really spicy, especially next to this Realm Yang right now. It's about to blow up into a ton of action right now. Dong Ben trying to make his way, trying to find a better armor using the spirit wall, but APF spotting out the weak hottie on the zipping, the sustain of the zipping, plus that dagger, that constant poke pressure coming out from Maven. Nice overhold. Gonna get the follow-up LMB. Gonna get the nice 1-2, forcing Dong Ben to ultimate. Now going into the Realm of Yang, we're gonna get a Zai versus Hottie. This is an interesting matchup. If you're curious to see some nice Hottie gameplay, this is a really fun matchup. Creatives fight.
Yeah, we got Potato. Galbai going up high right now. Elite focus connector for Potato. Potato still applying tons of pressure to Galbai. Galbai is going to be forced to pop his ultimate. And I see Galbai use his Hottie ultimate very early to try to get that damage up as fast as possible. But needs to be real careful once that Zai ult comes online. Now Potato just trying to hold this out. There it is. He's going to invest his Zai ultimate. Trying to get those omnidirectionals. Trying to get some damage in after the Hottie. Nice spacing there for Potato. Gets the V2 burn as well. 1-2. Oh, F coding for the Hottie. Could have got the 3 if the F was on cooldown. But Potato applying tons of pressure onto Galbai. Galbai needs to be real careful. The follow-up one there across the pillar to take out the elimination onto Galbai, as well as Tryhard against Chris Wu. And we have this last Realm of Yang here for game number 4.
Weapon Swapper versus Madev. Madev's been having a tough time inside the Realm of Yang. Now getting at the follow-up versus Weapon Swapper. Weapon Swapper down to a last hit situation. I'm gonna get sliding uppercut on Maida keeping up the pressure, but the LB focus attack gonna come out from Weapons. You don't want to give him this type of hit. He's gonna take you for a ride. He's gonna take you to this fan up and back swap into 1, 2, 3, 4 uppercuts, 5 uppercuts. Maida going for a ride, 6 uppercuts into the follow-up, and Weapon Swapper living up to his name with the modern day back swap into fan is gonna take down Maida.
It's been a while. And hey, thank you, Weapon Swapper, for the fan infinite in the Realm of Yang, as we see them use the wall there to get those continuous uppercuts. And the wall, you get tons of value off of it. You can get the carousel, you can get the Hongsword Heaven Steps, Katana Heaven Steps. We've seen the wall play a big part for a lot of players time and time again, being able to get those TODs down. But we got some action happening in the tab. I believe Tryhard putting up a lot of damage onto a Galbai. Galbai is gonna try to back up, has APF on his back end as well. Tryhard with the gold staff in hand, still focusing the Hottie. Galbai eats up a lot of damage off the R&B focus, forced to pop this Hottie ultimate. We believe birds my buff here for Potato and Tryhard. 1-2 off the Zai ultimate. Potato's chasing down Tryhard. We got Chris Wu in the mix as well. APF in the back end. They're on the Zapine. Potato loses all that armor. Needs to be real careful. Trying to take a quick reset, and Scare Rush clips him off there for Tryhard. Potato now with that Zai ult, putting up some pressure onto Tryhard this time around. V2 or V1 invested there for Tryhard off the Zapine, trying to see if he can get some damage onto Potato while staying in the pocket with the online. Lunch does not connect. Overholding, lets it loose, gets some damage in, forcing off the F there from the Zai. And the Zai ultimate is about to run out pretty soon. We got these players all focusing the Zai now. And now it's gonna be a matter of time as we see that Potato to be able to stay alive for the scrap off. And look, there's like 5 players already locking on to Potato. RB focus connects there onto Potato. RB focus lunch there for Tryhard. He picks up the elimination onto Potato, and that's 3 on the board. And now Chris Wu with jump LB V2 inside the corner, and it's tons of pressure. How is he gonna be able to get out of this?
Popping a second ultimate already. Disdain from zipping. Not gonna do anything. I'm stuck in the corner. Just non-stop focus attacks coming out in the corner. Made it. Dong Ben, Chris Wu, all searching for that Yang depletion kill. made it now. I don't know if he's able to find it, but unfortunately for him, Bao has eyes for him, still has the Echo Zone. The V1 has to be invested for the zipping. Fading out right now. Literally 7 out of the 9 players here. Looks like 8 out of 9. APF showing up to the party as well. Now Potato on the Zai, looking for the ultimate, not able to get it. Bao weaving in and out. Just chaos erupting inside Tang. Made it on the zipping, looking for a kill. I'm not sure if Made It was able to get that Yang depletion. Unfortunately, he did get TOD'd by Weapon Swatter. Now Tryhard back in action, wants seconds. He only had Vermilion's Bluff, so he's able to come back and take more of these fights, find a situation right now. And it's these multi-weight fights creatives that really separate up, I would say, Morris games versus Hollowroth games. Zipping, Faria, Hottie, all really good in the sustain and multi-way. And Potato finding a little bit of a hole in the meta, able to pick off these Hotties on the Zai.
Yeah, as you're seeing him investing that ultimate to try to get some omnidirectional damage once they pop that ult. Got Ming in the back end on the Faria. Could be bad for him if they make it to end circle for this game. You do not want to have a Faria up. And I believe Rats is eliminated already. So there's going to be a lone wood Faria there for Ming. So it's just going to be a matter of time that we see how that unfolds for him. Our second Roman Yang is starting to form on in. Weapon Chopper already moving on in. Dong Ben as well. Dong Ben now into the mid game, starting to heat up. Weapon Chopper trying to pick up the pass. Potato as well. Ming made it, all moving into the same Roman Yang pass area for them to try to stay up. Ming retreats though. Potato on the Zai. Little bit of love taps on top of the roof right now. Counter grapples as well from the back end. These players are going to try to rate this out. The damage does not connect there. He just flinks back up there. Dong Ben in the top side. Make sure he does not be able to stay safe. Potato does claim it now. Bao moving on in as well. It's going to be a lot of players showing up here. The damage looks like he wants to go towards the Zai's way. Dong Ben's going to eat up some damage as well. Lunch does not connect. Does connect. Gets some damage there from Made It. Since the 1.0 off the staff, some damage to the backside from Bao as well. These players are getting active outside this Roman Yang. Weapon Shop as well, trying to get some damage in. Potato's gonna go ahead and invest in Zai ultimate. He wants to see him going. He can pick up elimination here. Made It drops very low. Weapon Shop picks up elimination, and that's huge for him. He does pick up elimination onto Made It. And look at everybody unfolding here. Tons of scrap off. The V2 unfolds there for Weapon Shopper. V2 does not connect it for Potato, and everybody getting active inside of Roman Yang. And it's just tons of chaos happening right now, Raven.
It's pure pandemonium. Everyone's popping the ultimates. Everyone has the bump. That Zai ult, it just causes so much problems for everyone. It's just so committal to zipping. Made It just gets cooked by that burn, and now Potato doesn't get into the realm of Yang now in the last hit situation. That's one of the risks, that if you don't get in the Yang, you get put into this tough position right now. And now Bao APF showing up. Can Potato find his way out of here? Big shot coming out from Bao, able to secure the kill onto Potato. Tough break for Potato. He bets it all, go into that realm of Yang. Unfortunately, this time he doesn't come out on top.
That is unfortunate for him. He invested so much, but it does not go his way. Does not be able to get inside the Roman Yang. Bao picks an elimination. That was just straight chaos there. They saw the Zai ult come out there like, yeah, nah, not today. I'm popping my ult too. Everybody just presses B in that situation. We do not want to fall right there. Unfortunately enough, some players did get eliminated. APF, I believe, does get a armor or a weapon upgrade, as well as Tryhard with gold hungshot in hand now. Tryhard with 4 eliminations already into game number 4. Top 6 right now for this game. And Tryhard with the White Tigers buff in his inventory as well. Has a bounty on his back, so he is going to play this out a lot slower. Wants to make it to that placement top 2 to get that multiplier. Dong Ben against Weapon Chopper and a scrap off right now. It's going to be a big fight for Weapon Chopper. I'm going to be proud here for Weapon Chopper. Tries to swap on over to the fan. Does not get that extra damage in. Dong Ben swapping over to the gold nunchucks. 1-2 off of this. V2 called in there for Weapon Chopper. WV1. No, it's V2. There it is. Does connect. Catches the prio off of this. He's now forcing on Hottie to pop that F. V2 does not connect. Now Hottie ultimate invested for Dong Ben. Trying to see if he can get the damage output to get some elimination on the board for him. That's 2 currently right now for Dong Ben. Catches him in the corner. Weapon Chopper needs to be real careful. No ult left for Weapon Chopper. This might be the fall of game number 4 for Weapon Chopper, and it's not a good look for him right now.
Yeah, Dong Ben on the Hottie, leaving no options for Weapon Swapper. You see a little bit of hole on the ceiling. Weapon Swapper desperately staring for his last hope, looking for the scale rush, but he's not able to. The gold nunnies on the Hottie of Dong Ben. Just too much damage coming out with that triple charge. Unfortunately for Weapon Swapper, he is going to be slowed down going into this game 3. 5 people alive. And we'll see that adjustment I was talking about, creatives, that zippings are going to be showing up. And I'm surprised Tryhard is still willing to go in the realm of Yang on zipping. She doesn't have the best advantage versus a lot of the characters. She's definitely countered by V2 Hottie. The Akos matchup, definitely you can win it just because with all the glyph changes, zipping is an absolute unit. She's just, when she pops that ultimate, she's just juiced up. She can tank a lot of the Akos damage unless you got that TOD online. And we saw Weapon Swapper with that nice bag swap. Unfortunately, not able to fade and make it to this end game. But this 5-player end game, it's definitely going to go to the advantage of the zipping. If there's another zipping round, I think APF might be alive as well. Just the level of sustain you can go and survive, especially with the pistol, with the cannon. I remember looking at the world stats for range weapons. Pistol was 70 to 80% of the range damage, just because it's basically the only hit scan in the game and allows to consistently land shots on a lot of these players. All of these solo players, really good movement, tough to hit, and transitioning to this end game is going to be tough. We see Ming hiding on this rooftop. This is one of my personal favorite spots to hide, creatives. That little spot right there. This building, really tough to hold down anyone as long as you got your scale rushes on deck.
Yeah, you really got to know that, think about that spot to check it, as we saw APF does not check Ming. Playing it perfectly right there. Make sure he does not get called out in a lobby full of Zapings. And I believe 1 Akos. He wants to make sure he stays up for that top 2 as well. So him cutting complete sound and just make sure he can stay up. We have 1 Hottie alive. So 1 Akos, 1 Hottie, 1 Feria, and 2 Zapings, as we see APF and Tryhard going ahead roaming around. And we saw the previous games as well, the Akos are staying together. Lots of these people are not understanding that this is standard. By the way, I've been explaining this for a whole month by now. Everybody needs to put that in their heads that this is standard. If you are not the same hero, you are going to be focused. Go ahead and say whatever you want. Dong Bang in the back end with Hottie, gold armor in the back pocket there for himself. And the gold dagger as well, making sure he's trying to get inside one of these eliminations on the board for him. But it's gonna be very hard to try to overcome both of these pings roaming around right now. As we see, they're pretty much the only ones playing in the middle, trying to see if they can scout anybody out. Don Domain does get spotted now. Some range presence now is gonna be showing out here from the Zapings. We got Bao Bao just trying to see if he can cut some noise as well. Does not want to be called out. Tryhard does spot, I believe, Don Ben. And Don Ben is going to go ahead and go inside the building that Ming is at. But Tryhard, first one on the scene, is going to be the first one to try to put up some pressure onto Don Ben. And he spots him there, I believe. He does not see him. He does manage to cut the line of sight, but Don Ben moves. Now Tryhard gets the cue that he can get aggressive off of this. Don Ben does manage to cut the line of sight for some time, and now the aggression from both the pings are coming into play, and Don Ben might be in big trouble here. That's a huge parry from Tryhard. Oh my god!
Big parry out coming from Tryhard. They find the Hottie, V2 Hottie, the only enemy of zipping going into this game. That V2 just so much damage to zipping. Now Donovan has his work cut out for him. He's going to have to try to find a new place to hide. There's still a lot of zone to work with, a lot of building to work with, but it looks like he's going to try to fight his way out of the situation. Look for the triple try on the Tryhard, not able to get it. Tryhard with the pole sword looking for the scale rush. Tryhard with 3 gold weapons equipped for all scenarios. We got the scale rush for the pole sword, we got the dagger for the kiting, and now Donovan, no ult to his name, getting pressured on the high ground. APF keeping up the pressure, looking to get Dong Ben low, but Dong Ben, great kiting coming out for him, able to ice off a ton of this pressure. No one, doesn't look like anyone else wants to try to take advantage of this situation. The 2v1, the 1v1v1 situation, the big part of finding some kills right now, and it looks like Dong Ben finding a lot of success with the 1, 2, 3, but unfortunately for him, zipping just too much sustain to deal with.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and cancel that ultimate. You see the rage starting to build back up. Now, Dong Ben's going to get clip off that sliding uppercut there from Tryhard. Tons of pressure there onto the Hottie. Ult is starting to form back up for Dong Ben. Nearly around 70% for that ult to come back online for him. APF and Char both trying to hunt down the Hottie. They do not want this character in the end game right now as we see it. Charhard, first one on the scene once again, drops out with R&B focus, does not connect. The blind comes into play there from the flowers. Charhard cannot see for a moment. Now, Dog Ben eating up a lot of pressure from APF. The cannon is taking down some of that white health as well. Char's gonna go ahead and swap on over to the pole sword. Flying down, does not get the damage in. Tries to get the elimination, flying down the side of the terrain there. Dog Ben might be in big trouble here. That's taking white health. One more hit off that cannon. APF can't pick up the elimination. There it is. Dog Ben's gonna fall, and Char with a full reset for himself, trying to pick up some resources off this body. He is going to just wait this out. APF's going to scatter now, and now Charhard now is going to go get some resources off of this. APF with gold armor now off of that. Don Ben does fall to the Zapings. Ming against Bao Bao on the other side of the map currently, where the Random Bane is spawning. We're going to have to wait and see how they respond. Looks like both of these players are going to go ahead and take the full scrap off for themselves. The B2 connects there for Bao Bao, and Ming might be in big trouble here.
Ming versus Bao Bao. Can Bao Bao find the kill onto Ming? Both of them finding this nice ISO fight on the edge. Ming on the Feria, be able to fade out with the dagger, looking for the overhold, not able to get it. Bao Bao wants to find this kill, but Ming knows how dangerous it is out right now. The roaming Zippings can take them out in any situation. Doesn't want to invest in this. It's going to try to drag this to the end game, but it's going to be tough to get to the end game with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. Chances of a Feria bringing this to the last little bit. No ult zone is going to be pressed. Nice deep fry coming out from Bao Bao, but now Ming in a press situation. No armor to his name, and it looks like Tryhard and APF on the Zippings are going to find the other Hottie, and Ming is going to be able to dodge a bullet here and get to safety.
Yeah, he looks like there's gonna be a lot of pressure onto the Akos. You see the Zapings are already forcing out the Akos to try to retreat. Scare rushes on out, get some damage onto Ming. Ming's forced to pop that F, try to retreat. He's gonna go ahead and take a reset for himself again. Charhard and APF just waiting this out. Players are in big trouble now. Cannon shots connecting onto the Feria. The Feria is the next one up. You do not want to have the Feria up in the last final moments of this game. Inside the zone with tons of pressure from both of the Zapings. R&B jump LNB, R&B in the ground as well. Ming forced to pop that B3. Is going to make up for the time being. Might want to take a reset here. Needs to play on the outskirts with no old zone in the middle. It's going to be probably a big problem once the zone starts moving on in. And there it is. Just has a little bit left of this area to try to stay up. He is going to DMEC for the time being. No ult online for Ming now. And now we see the Akos as well. Might want to move on in. Tryhard first one again for the aggression onto the oppositions. LB focus connects there for Ming. He's gonna be able to create some space for now. Tries to double cut back, does not be able to do so. APF now with some damage. LB focus and Nestor for Char off the gold hung sword. And now it's gonna be Bao Bao with the elimination. The Zapings do not get it. And Bao Bao now in the scrap off against Tryhard and APF. These players are gonna be hard to try to take out now. It's a 1v2 situation pretty much with the heroes in play right now. APF still taking a full reset. Tryhard first one in again. Bao Bao trying to retreat, see if he can try to take a full reset. Has advanced heal though, so he is going to be taking that armor for the time being.
Yeah. Hottie. Oh, actually, it's not Hottie. It's the Nakos. For the whole time, I thought this was a Hottie. Now APF with the Rupture Gale looking to get active onto this Akos. Barry's going to come out from Bao Bao, defending against Tryhard's drop down post attack. Now with the Rampage doing a ton of damage to Tryhard, able to get the APF coming with the follow-up LMB, but Tryhard is going to be disengaging, fading away. Bao Bao's health slowly being chipped down. F1's going to be invested. Damage reductions coming out. He's looking to activate this, possibly get an armor reset. But with the constant pressure coming out from Tryhard, 1-2 coming out, fading out. The Rupture Gale coming out from APF. Bao Bao stuck in a tough place. He's finally going to pop his Akko, so looking to all in one of them. Looks to blindside with the V2, not able to get the Tiger hit. Time is ticking. Tiger on his last life. Can he find a kill like Light Hypernova was able to in the 2v1? Tough situation out for him. Not able to last Tiger. And now Prideful is going to go down onto Tryhard. Bao Bao, no armor to his name. Doing a valiant effort. Has that Rampage on deck. Follow-up. LB is going to come up. Light attack gonna come out from Tryhard, and now APF for Tryhard for this game 4. Who is going to take it, creatives?
See Tryhard losing a lot of that armor. 1-2, trying to respond off of this. It's a pink ults online for both players. We got Prideful, does not connect it for APF. Gonna have to wait it out and see if he connects off this. RB focus and Esther for Tryhard. APF eating up a lot of damage. Overholds. F called in plus the ultimate as well there for APF. Tryhard trying to stay out, trying to pick up the elimination onto APF. Still has the ult online. Big paradigm from APF. And Tryhard gonna eat up a lot of damage. Will be forced to pop the Zaping ultimate. So go ahead and double cross on up. Tries to pick up the prize fall. Does not manage to do so. Overholding. Does not let it loose. Parry baits it. Tryhard overholding with that bull sword. Does not come in out with a nice shit parry there. APF now trying to stay up. But look at the sustain there from the Zaping ultimate. Just ticking. That's a massive parry for Tryhard. Has to sap as well. Gets a lot of HP back off of that. Now Tryhard with the gold dagger. Seeing he can try to pick up his elimination. Let's use the 1.0 off the pole sword. Picking up some damage onto Tryhard. But Tryhard, look at the sustain. Pretty much does not lose any HP. Still ticking now. Now the rage is starting to build on up for Tryhard. Prize fall in play once again for APF. And Tryhard needs to be real careful here not to get caught off with that. Now 1-2 off the dagger. F called in for APF. Overholding. Tryhard does not have a lot of terrain as well as APF. R&B focus connects to for APF. Goes for the uppercut. Does not go up either off of that. Now Tryhard still with a neutral game strong. Soul break connects to for APF. The R&B focus connects as well. Gets some damage in. Crouch LB. R&B's on the ground. And the 1-2 and APF takes out Tryhard. Tryhard with 5 eliminations on the board, but still with a top 2 finish. What a game 4 we just had.
2 kills to APF, 5 kills to Tryhard with the second. Your character is dominating line, either Fairy or Zipping is going around killing. You can still salvage your game. It's not about the rounds that you should win. It's about damage control and finding out wins when you shouldn't be winning. You see Bao Bao fighting to the very end, finding that kill onto Ming, and still laddering up.
Wow, massive parry from Gao Bao to Chris Wu. Off rip, picks up a lot of damage, but Chris Wu is still getting aggressive. Gao Bai was weak. Does manage to get a common armor swap. Let focus does not connect. Catches the pro off it. It's beautifully done there from Chris Wu. RB in the ground for the finisher for Chris Wu. What a start and what a strong start there from Chris Wu. Picking elimination onto Gao Bai.
Now, First Blood, if you didn't know this, First Blood is really coveted because you get extra money off spawn, and every little bit of dollar amount helps you scale up, helps you become a lot stronger and survive a lot of these situations. Now we're seeing everyone pop out the Zipping, realizing how strong this character is. Unfortunately, we got Zipping, unzipping, violence, off spawn. Hypernova has to cut out of the situation. Nice grapple cancel coming out from Not Rats and Dong Dong Ben. But Hypernova with the movement, with the fan, able to use that instant scare rush to bail himself out of her. He does have 1 heal to his name, gonna be able to pop out, but Dong Dong Ben able to close the distance.
Wow.
1-2 into cannon shot, looking real clean. Dong Dong Ben.
Wow, now Rats trying to get active. F called in for the LB Pro there for Dong Dong Ben. RB focus connects as well. Let's go for the parry. It does a little bit too early. Both of Pings popping that ultimate. Now Dong Dong Ben getting recalled there with the LB Pro. ACCA to the weapon up on the Hung Sword. Now the prop comes in off the Saping ultimate. Dong Dong Ben trying to stay up. Nice weave there. We got Chris Wu showing up to the party. Overholding, does not let it lose. Dong Dong Ben does have full meter for that Nungchin meter burn. Tryhard now showing up to the party with purple armor. Now LB Pro once again for Rats. What's the mix up off of this? Gonna go for the 1.0 for the halberds this time around. Gets the damage, and Dong Dong Ben's gonna fall. Potato's gonna take out Weapon Chopper in the feed as well. And now it's gonna be Rats against Chris Wu this time around.
Not Rats finally get some momentum, able to catch on him and tap dodge out. Tryhard showing up with the purple armor, Hottie, and a fan already. Not Rats trying to fade out, but Chris Wu is in the crosshairs of Tryhard. Tryhard looking for the chase down with the longsword, able to get the jumping LBs off. Not Rats gonna see if he can come and steal this kill away. Tesla ult is going to be invested onto Tryhard. Chris Wu able to use his Tesla ult to create some space. Can he get away? Not Rat's going to switch over to the full health. Hottie trying to close the distance. Gets the blue armor reset, but decides against it. Chris Wu is going to be able to get away due to his clutch Tesla ultimate. And now going... transitioning first 3 minutes of the game, already 2 people down, but they do have the rest is 12 people alive. Are we going to get an end game as now that we're seeing so many zippings in the lobby?
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. We're gonna be able to get a nice stacked end game for game number 5. Potato against Made It. Looks like an elimination is gonna go towards Potato's way against Bao Bao. Made It on the Shayo is gonna get clipped out the V2 there for the Zai. Potato with a second time around on the Zai. Gets some damage in, goes for the follow-up as well. Trying to chase down Potato with tons of pressure onto the Shayo. The Shayo trying to retreat. 1-2 in the corner. Needs 1 more hit for the elimination. Does manage to get it. Now Rats does manage to pop that Zaping ultimate. We got Chris Wu in the mix. I think it's Tryhard on the Hottie as well. It's gonna have to try to retreat, trying to get a full reset. We see him in the back end there with no armor left. Now APF showing up to the party on the Hottie as well. Blue armor for APF. Catches the damage off the LB focus. 1-2 on the ground. Rash trying to stay up on the Zaping. Does not have ult online yet. F called in. APF gets some damage towards the RB focus as well. Back to back. Get some damage towards again. Now he needs to be real careful. Neutral game strong for both players now. Rats with one block of that blue armor. APF trying to retreat. He is going to try to stay up. He is going to be able to get some damage in. The click comes in. The damage doesn't load. And now the Hottie F invested here for APF. Needs to try to retreat for the time being.
Not Rats looking for the cannon shot to close it out. Unable to find the hit. APF's able to make it around the corner. Dodging. Able to get the scale rushes down to the lower part of Plume Castle. We'll have to see whether or not the kill feed APF is going to make it out. Now Ming, weapon swapper, over at money location in the south. And Ming on his tried and true Justina. Something interesting that I noticed, creative. We saw Potato. He actually is going with the double Zai pick. It looks like he believes that Zai is a huge counter to the heavy zipping pick, to the heavy hottie pick on Holoroth. Now, Zai really good in the 1v1 in the isolated matchups, but in the sustain and the multi-way fighting, I'm curious to see if whether or not Potato can put it together and kind of piece that part. It's a big reason why Hottie isn't really played in the pro scene, just because of how vicious the herd play is, the multi-way fighting goes. Especially with the Yang depletion situations in the mid game. We'll have to see how that goes on, but Go By on the zipping versus Ming. These two going at it non-stop in a Mortal War. 1-2-3 is going to be sent out by Ming with the overhaul, able to get 2 nice focus attacks on to Go By. 3 focus attacks coming out, 4 focus attacks coming out. We're sending it to the low ping Go By. My man is not looking for the parry right now, just able to trying to look for his way out of her, but Bao is going to show up now in a 1v1.
Wow, Galbai does manage to back on up. Ming now chasing Bao. I see him in the back end. Looks like Bao is going to be able to retreat for the time being. Light Hypernova very low against Potato. He's going to be forced to pop that ultimate. He's going to try to take some of this. The proc comes in though. Potato with that Zai ultimate online if he needs it. Trying to chase down Light. It's going to be a very hard task with Light. With that good movement that he has, is going to be able to create sun space. Potato's going to go ahead and take a full reset as well as Light inside the building. He's going to try to back on up for now. Potato taking a full reset. Ming against Dong Dong Bang going at it. Now the chase reemerges here for Potato. Go ahead and repair his weapon. Light now scatters completely on out from the zone. He does not want to take this fight right now. First Roman Yang starting to form on in. So these players are going to post up for that first Roman Yang of game number 5. Our second to last game of the day. We see Ming investing that Justina ultimate. It looks like a ballista tower shot is going to come in hot. Hit there for Gao Ba onto Dong Dong Ben. And Dong Dong Ben's going to be eliminated from game number 5, I believe, off of that ballista kill.
A tough break, the grief platform, all these ballistas. The second you look away for a second, someone's on there, someone's looking for the kill. Really tough. And we saw APF earlier on Morris just getting a nice 2-piece on the ballista. I think if you're going to go to this platform, you should totally wait it out, wait to get on the ballista, and wait for everyone to engage, especially with all the zippings going on. Get the referee a lot of the situation. Now, first round of Yang is going to be going up. Who is going to be going in? Right now, I think the spotlight is really on what Weapon Swapper, what Tryhard does, because both of the guys pulled ahead of the pack, and really, this game is going to really decide whether or not who is going to take this. Now, the Zai pick on Potato has been doing work off spawn, but I feel like Zai versus Shio is pretty even. The V1 might give Shio a little bit of the edge, but it looks like we're going to get a V2 Shio on the Bao. Potato in a tough position right now. No more armor to his name. V2's going to be a pop, but he does burn through the shields. Focus action going out, and Potato is going to fall to Bao.
Bao gets eliminated there by Potato. That's 5 on the board there for Potato. Soul Break gets parried there for Weapon Swapper. Ming with tons of damage onto Weapon Swapper. And Weapon Swapper needs to try to stay alive. Needs to get more eliminations on the board. Currently with none to try to stay in that top 2. Potentially take first place from Char. I believe he also has 0 eliminations currently. Ming taking a full reset. Blue Pulsar in hand for Weapon Swapper. Blue Halberds in hand for Ming on the Justina. Both ults are online for both players. Playing around the cactuses, you need to be real careful. It's going to be Potato against Chris Wu in this Roman Yang. Big parry there from Potato. Cancels it. Tries to read the F, but the delay after from Chris Wu. Now it's shit parry there from Chris Wu. Big parry there onto Potato. Forcing out the F. Does not get the plunge there off the F. 1-2 off the fan. Chris Wu does not parry this. Now purple armor isn't played, or purple, no, that's blue fan in hand for Chris Wu. V2 invested for Potato. Trying to get the the V2 damage in. The follow-up as well. The champion connects there for Chris Wu. Potato still has the upper hand with the health advantage, and it's just a matter of time with the 1-2. F called in for the Tessa, and the omnidirectional finish there for Potato, as well as for Charhart winning his Rumble Yang against Galbai.
Man, Potato's Zai looks super, super impressive.
Yeah.
Even before that scale rush, she's already positioning for that omnidirectional light attack, like you were pointing out. Just predicts that position. And unlike other attacks, the Zai ultimate doesn't have melee. It's not really a Ming making the moves with the dash. She's getting to get that freeze onto Weapon Swapper. Weapon Swapper, nice cancel coming out, but Ming's going to read it with the dash through, able to deny that opening. Now, but Weapon Swapper with that V1 is ticking away. He's not taking damage anymore. He's going to hit the catches, taken him to the ground, and now Ming tap dodge out, trying to fade away. A lot of focus attacks coming out from Ming today, setting Weapon Swapper up for the nice parry, nice trap setting up, but Ming with the counter grapple, forcing Weapon Swapper back. Nice double grapple cancel into the musket shot. Unfortunately for Ming, he is going to be going into a full health Potato with the buff. And this Potato chooses to focus fires right now. Both Weapon Swapper and Ming decide to fade away and stop their engagement. It looks like APF and Potato are going to be diving in, activating, seeing that low hit point player go by.
Yeah, Ming does not have that all. I believe it's going to be in a big predicament, trying to stay alive. We got APF first one on the scene, trying to put some pressure onto Ming, get some damage in. We see in the back end. Now Ming trying to respond to APF. Potato cuts the chase. So 1v1 scrap off APF against Ming right now. Ming trying to stay alive. He's going to go ahead and repair his musket. I see him in the back end, trying to get a full reset as well. Potato's going to wait this out. Has that White Tiger's buff. Here it is, the scrap off. Ming against APF. Go on sort of hand for APF. Ming tries to go for the parry. Nice shift dodge there from Ming, but does manage to catch the power. F called in for the Justina to avoid the damage, but big parry from APF. He sends the 1.0 and gets punished for it. And APF picking an elimination onto Ming, and he's going to pick up his second elimination of game number 5.
APF with the Vermilion Plus, able to take a ton of risk right now, and the money system change with this new patch. I think everyone is still getting used to exactly how you're supposed to buy in these situations. You can go with the weapon, the purple armor, but first we got Not Rats finding the uppercut combo onto Go By, able to get the follow-up, able to get the full carousel, 1, 2, 3. On to Go By, forcing out the V1. Not Rats looking for the wake up read, not able to get it, but does get the RB focus attack. But Go By coming back with his own combos, gonna get the grapple kick into the follow up. Not Rats not having ultimate up is gonna get blown up just by one simple grapple kick combo. Just so much damage comes out from that grapple kick.
Wow. Super unfortunate there for Rats, not having an ult online. We see him try to get the damage output there onto Galbai, but it was just not enough while as the pink ultimate is ticking. Potato sees a two-way scrap off light. APF. We have another player showing up, but back end it's going to be Charhard. Second Roman Yang starting to form on up for game number 5. Potato playing this perfectly right now with 6 eliminations on the board to his name, starting to turn up in Hollerath as we saw last week as well. This is probably his comfort map as we see him playing Extraordinary in Hollerath for 2 weeks back to back. We got Charha with gold post sword in the back pocket. APF, I believe, has he had a buff on. Not sure if it was Vermilion's Birds. My Potato though. Gonna go ahead and roam out the area, winning this out, waiting for the second Roman Yang. These players are going to try to get inside this Roman Yang. Be Zai for Potato, Hottie for Char, Hottie for APF. Light was on Justina, I believe. Could be wrong. Just a matter of time that we see scrap-ons unfold. Got an overlook of the map right now. No one posted up on any of the other gates. It's just everybody posted up on the top right-hand side. Run Yang, Potato with 6. Can't see the rest of the names, but we do have some eliminations going towards players' way. So 6, 3, 2, 1, 1. APF cutting noise, waiting this out. Second Roman Yang pass about to start coming in pretty soon. Potato with a massive game 5. The lone Zai for this game showing up with 6 on the board right now, Raven.
Yeah, this Zai pick is looking mighty optimal, I'm not gonna lie. I'm curious to see whether or not Potato is able to find the kill on to a double Hottie. Tryhard and both APF on the Hottie picks. Looks like Potato has a lot of this matchup worked out right now, and it looks like Go By is going to be chasing out Potato on the outside, zipping, finding this matchup. Potato not able to go into Realm of Yang. Go by with the shift parry, looks for it twice. Potato doesn't want to bite though, is going to cancel twice. The half charge light is going to come out from Go by, looking for it again, but Potato denies it with a nice half charge coming out from himself. Looks for it, crouches the LMB, denies again. No releasing coming out from Potato. V1's going to be invested. This is a tough position for Zai, or a tough position for zipping on Go by. The Zai ult still is not used. He does get the parry, but he doesn't get the punish, does get the follow, but we're going to see in Heaven Step just going to get the nice follow-up. Gold combo break gonna come out from Potato, and it looks like Go by is gonna back off and not invest. That Zai ultimate just a big threat to Zipping's kit.
He does lose his weapon. Now, second Roman Yang already up. Gao Bai backs on up, snags up the weapon. Go ahead and repair that purple fan as well. I have to wait and see who goes inside the Roman Yang for this game. These players are starting to move on in. It's gonna be Tryhard against Light. Zaping v Hadi for this Roman Yang. We're gonna have to wait and see how the Zaping does against a Hadi in the realm. Both of these players, Light and Tryhard, both world players. Big damage there from the gold pole sword from Tryhard. Winning is out. Parry baits him, gets some damage, and F caught him for Light to stay safe for the time being. Light goes into the scare rush, catches the prow off the scare rush. Now Tryhard trying to respond, Stormform. Headbutt there from the pole sword, gets some damage in. The proc comes in off the Zaping ultimate. Tryhard though, still applying tons of pressure onto Light. And there goes another hit there with a lot of damage. And one more hit can eliminate him. The overhaul does get some damage in, but the elimination does not come into play there. But a follow-up Light attack for the pole sword for Tryhard to take this Roman Yang for game number 5.
The gold pulse are just chunks. Like Light,
so much damage.
Even though he max range double jumps, and even at the apex of his jump, that LMB hold arm, he still scoops him up, hits him in the toes. I would have been surprised getting hit by that as well. Tryhard doesn't even have to do an uppercut right now. Still, that it was tough for Light to win that situation. Gold pole sword on Tryhard plus the Hadi, just a pure counter to the zipping. We got Potato on the outside. He was fighting Go by. Looks like for the last 4 minutes, still fighting Go by. Tryhard coming out with the Tiger Buff. Now Yang depletion situations in the Tiger Buff. This mid game going down, transition to end game. Big damage coming out. Tryhard's able to find Potato and then hit that no wall zone. Everyone's gonna be fading out. That aura of the Tiger is just so menacing in this mid game.
Yeah, I mean, we see it here, just getting a lot of damage onto everybody around the AoE. APF, aggressive weapon swapper. Light trying to move on in. Big damage there from the pole sword onto Light. Light loses all that purple armor. The follow-up as well gets some damage onto Tryhard. Light has that Yang depletion timer on his back. He needs to try to pick up a Soul Bloom. We got scrap balls unfolding everywhere. Weapon swapper getting that Zaping ultimate procced already. Gao Bai in the mix as well. Weapon swapper does manage to get out for the time being. Still trying to create the space, but it's gonna be Tryhard, the first one on the scene against Weapon Swapper, trying to make sure he can try to pick up this elimination. Gao Bai in the back end as well. Weapon Swapper doing a really good job staying up, using the terrain towards his favor, but it might be a very hard task for him to try to stay alive when two players are chasing him. The follow-up does not connect there for Tryhard, but oh my god, the spikes into the follow-up there from Tryhard, a big elimination onto Weapon Swapper.
Yeah, this pole sword play coming out from Tryhard. For some reason, they decided to make a heavy weapon just move as fast as a longsword, as a dual blade. It doesn't have the best light attack choices, but the light attack chunks, especially in solos where everyone's playing very, very defensive. They don't want to commit to a blue. If you're just going to trade light attack for the pole sword, it's a losing battle. Now, Zipping usually having the advantage in these sustained fights. If a Hadi's able to get going, get that Tiger buff, they can keep up the pressure and out-sustain the Zipping in this mid-game. 52 seconds on this Tiger buff. Plus, Tryhard has Assault on this pole sword. I remember the days of Magic Blue Cow just going around with this pole sword. He was ahead of his time, creatives, just showing everyone what's possible with grapple LMB with the heavy weapons.
Yeah, he was the great sword user. I remember Martian Mukau always having that Yodo greatsword in hand, always playing that out for Martian Mukau. Back in the day, man, it's been so long since since I've been casting. A lot of players come and go, so it's always good to to see everybody have their own play style. We see Tryhard against Gao Bai though. Gao Bai getting caught up with the LMB prowl. Aerial LMB there for Tryhard off the Gohan sword. Tons of damage, nearly taking out all that purple armor. APF against Light on the other side. Another prowl there for Tryhard. Does not get the grapple bump due to the torch right there. RMB jump LMB. Gao Bai forced to pop the ultimate, and the insta prior there from Tryhard to the 1.0, getting up a lot of damage onto Gao Bai, and Gao Bai trying to retreat right now. It might be a big trouble for him right now.
Another zipping versus Hottie going down. By desperately trying to survive the onslaught that is Tryhard. The LMB's nonstop on his wake up, just causing so much pressure. Light against APF. Now APF seeing that Go By is really low, wants to activate and get the kill, but the V2 fire coming out for Tryhard. The gold weapon's just doing so much damage, and now Hypernova looking in to go in and grab that soul bloom. He's not able to, but Tryhard now with no ultimate is a possible target, but he's going to go and hit that no ult zone. Tough situation for Light now. No more zipping to his name. APF on the Hottie. 2 Hotties with that burn damage. Light did it before in a 2v1 situation. Can he do it again, creatives?
We're going to have to wait and see. Light nearly closing out that game against APF earlier in game number 2. Now has 2 Hotties. Nice parry there off the ult pop there for Light. Backing up the pressure for himself for the time being. Now APF trying to take a full reset inside the Bane. Big damage there for Light off the gold pole sword against APF. Tryhard overholding the 3 charge, lets it lose. Does connect some damage onto Light. And now all the armor, oh my god, and the final hit there off the Yang depletion, I believe, does eliminate him. He does get the elimination. Now a 1v1 Tryhard against APF for the second time around. Soul shatter there for APF. Gets the uppercut. The 1.0 is not going to connect. F called in for the combo breaker there for Tryhard. Now the RB focus does connect for APF, and both Hotties are going to take it up to the sky here, Raven.
Yeah, Tryhard versus APF, both in the sky. APF going straight up. He goes for the trade. He's not able to win it. Trading in a situation when you're in a health deficit, definitely not optimal. Tryhard able to find that kill, able to secure the lead on this game 5 club. That character gets banned for the other groups. So looking at this, normally in Pro League, you get to see the graphics of which characters are being played, why certain players are picking them during certain phases. Unfortunately, we don't get to see it on our end, but it's really, really cool that NA gets to experience this now off spawn. We're going to get Tryhard switching to the Justina. And this is kind of what my opinion was on what the best character was, how Mike, Spider, 225 are really picking these characters. Justina, Hottie, and Zipping on Holoroth is the new solos meta.
You see it here being unfolded here for game number 6, our last and final game of the NA Spring Challenge. Chris Wu on the Hottie, Tryhard on the Justina, chasing down Potato. Potato's on the Zipping as well for game number 6. So Tryhard with common Hong Sword in hand. Chris Wu still getting very aggressive. We see Light on the Justina as well for game number 6, playing out his comfort pick once again. Got 4 bodies, probably potentially 5 in the other half in Plume Castle. Potato trying to create the space right now, getting full committed. APF is going to pick up elimination onto Dong Dong Ben. Dong Dong Ben is going to fall. He's going to have that resurrection on the board. Massive aerial R&B there for Tryhard onto Potato. Now the Hottie, Chris Wu as well, is going to retreat for the time being. There's a ping still trying to create that space. Does not have the ult online yet. Needs to be real careful not to be eliminated early on in game number 6.
Tryhard on the Justina. This skin always makes me think that it's some type of zipping variation, but Tryhard able to find the parry onto Potato against the corner, though his white Hong Sword not doing much damage. Potato on the zipping, forced to pop that V1, half charge LMD, gonna be closing out the distance. Potato gets saved by the rain, able to scale rush up. Now Tryhard looking for the 180 parry, not able to get it. So many people around, so many zippings inside Plume Castle, and this is generally what you see. Plume Castle going down. You see all the zippings and hotties go at it off spawn. This is one of the places that you get a huge power spike, and you see these Justinas lurking in the shadows with that V1, able to get that follow up on those 1 HP opponents. We see Light, Hypernova, Mr. Justina Master himself trying to find the kill on Potato, but Potato with a good movement, able to slide and vibe and get out of there.
Tryhard just not managed to pick up elimination so far. Got tons of scrap offs unfolding right now in Plume Castle. Tons of action. You know, pretty common to see for North America Game 6. Everybody getting mad active for this game. We see Tryhard gonna go ahead and get that blue dual blaze now. Mayda's gonna pick elimination onto Bao Bao. Got tons of scrap offs still unfolded. Potato against Light. Dong Dong Ben against APF. Chris Wu does spot Tryhard, I believe. Potato's gonna try to back up right now. Still has that common armor. APF is gonna eliminate Dong Dong Ben. He does have the purple halberds, but the rarity on the armor is gonna be very low. Light has no armor left. does get chunked off pretty much all of that armor. Chris Wu in the mix, Ming as well. Clint comes in there onto Light off the scare rush ×2. F called in for Light. Potato now trying to stay up. Try hard, trying to move on in. Got tons of damage coming into play there. Looks like Potato is going to get clipped off the LMBs. Chris Wu with a massive R&B on the ground. Ming now in the back end as well, trying to let down some pressure off the R&B focus from the fan. Got Potato to make sure he can stay up. Tryhard catches Ming in the outskirts. 1-2 for Ming off the fan. Big parry from Tryhard onto Ming. Jump LB for the extra damage. Light now tries to move on in, try to pick up the soul blooms. The pink ultimate called in. Justine free for Tryhard, connects, and a massive R&B for Light. Picking up 2 eliminations onto Ming and Tryhard right there.
Yeah, great third party coming from Hypernova. Exactly how you should be doing it on the Justina, finding the low HP situations, using an ultimate and closing distance. Hypernova sees a Tryhard committing to the fight, finds a rare blind spot, and is able to pick up that double charge security. Chris Wu now versus Potato, and again a drop down flank coming out from Hypernova. Hypernova wants to ladder up right now, even though he can't necessarily take that first place. He can. There's a lot of cheddar on the line. He can ladder up in the top 5. Justina ult is going to be invested, and if anyone can have a pop off game, this is Light's comfort pick. The Justina on that daytime Hall Rock, looking for the light attack, not able to get the scale rush, but the 1-2-3 enjoying, forcing Potato to back off. The sustain coming out from the zipping though. Just 5 seconds later, 1F1, able to go back to full health, but Light with the classic parry, doesn't get the follow-up. Goes for the mix-up, looking unaware, looks for the parry trap, but is not able to get it. Potato returns the favor, looking unaware, gets the parry trap on Light, but now Made It is coming in with the third party, and it looks like Potato's going to get some room to breathe.
R&B focus there for Potato. Made It. It's going to take some damage. He's going to be forced to pop that F. Potato trying to stay up hot right now. Light. R&B jump LMB. Does not manage to catch the prowl so far. Purple Halberds in hand for Potato still for game number 6. Be able to try to retreat. Made It starting to move on in as well. He is going to try to back up. Does create the space inside the throne room. Light Hypernova. First one on the scene, I believe. No, it's going to be Made It. Grapple LMB connects. LMB pro off of this. Potato. Be able to chop down that F. He's going to be able to create the space for now. He is going to be able to scare rush on out. It's just a matter of time that Light shows up as well. He is in a mix. Top 10 still remain for game number 6. Potato doing a really good job staying mobile. And we saw this last week as well. Potato with massive movement in Holorod. He stayed alive for about 5 to 6 minutes last week when he had tons of pressure from 3 players. And this player has that beautiful movement. We see him showcasing it once again this week. He is able to create that space. Common armor again for Potato. Light now trying to chase him down. R&B jump LB connects there for Light. Potato's gonna be able to create that space off that F once again. Now Scrap Ball is gonna come on full here for Light, and Potato Made It still around the corner. And it's gonna be tons of pressure onto Potato. He needs to be real careful to try to stay alive here in this game number 6 here, Raven.
Yeah, Hypernova has been like king of Plume Castle right now, just finding all the kills off spawn right now. It looks like he might pick up his last one, but Potato's been doing a really good job kiting all the situations. V1 again. I think he's gotten like 3 or 4 V1s off spawn already, able to kite all the pressure from all the Justinas inside Plume Castle. With the white armor, is he going to find this armor reset? He is, and again, off to the races. This is what makes zipping such a strong pick on side all around. As long as you pick the right characters, you're going to have a ton of success. It's too bad for Potato with the Zai picks. He was having such a strong day. Unfortunately, not able to find more kills, but this time at this next Rumble Yang, not Rats, down to 1 HP. Not able to make it a Rumble Yang, and it looks like Zai just has a really hard time getting into this Rumble Yang. Second Zai we've seen not able to establish her will and secure her position for Yang.
Weapon Swapper, 1 elimination on the board for game number 6. Gao Bai getting those resources off that falling body on the Tessa. And wait this out, try to enter the first Rumble Yang of game number 6. Tempo has changed a little bit. We had a lot of action in Plume Castle, but not a lot of people fell. Got tried against APF and the Scrap Ball, I believe, just poking at each other at the other Rumble Yang right now while they're waiting for the Yang to open up. Galbai already trying to interact, ready to post up, ready to go inside this Rumble Yang. Weapon Swapper as well with purple Hong Sword in hand on the Tessa. It's gonna go ahead and get some resources. Doesn't matter going as well. We're gonna have Weapon Swapper against APF in this half of the Rumble Yang. I believe APF is on the Justina. He is going to be able to get a 1v1 against Weapon Swapper in this Rumble Yang. Who are you gonna give this to here, Raven? We're gonna give it to the Tessa or the Justina?
I mean, Weapon Swapper's having a stellar day. If he keeps up some momentum, I feel like this matchup is fairly even. Nice pistol shots coming down from both players, able to get a ton of chip, but Weapon Swapper does have that purple Hong sword. Can he get the follow-up? APF with the cross. Punishes Weapon Swapper for the double cross. Able to light attack, doesn't get the follow-up though. Combo break is going to be invested. Focus attack is coming out. APF with the max range Dragon Slayer. Ambitious, I respect it. One charge, these two clanking at it, but APF just so quick with it, able to dodge his Tesla, and now Weapon Swapper going for a ride, not able to get any value, and the wake-up chase from APF. Tough break for Weapon Swapper, just running out of gas here, going into the last game of the Spring Challenge.
Gold Greatsword for APF off this Roma Yang. Standard J, it's all across right now. Standard attack and melee J. He's going to get that quick charge Thunder Call for the pistol. He does have a purple pistol in hand as well. So, Gold Greatsword for APF. Might want to make it a pole sword to see that weapon being played out a lot more. You have the versatility of overholding that 3 charge for that massive damage, especially if you're coming in with that third party. See him already probably going to the buy here. And go ahead and see this Gold Tro Ming. Chris Wu in the back end as well. Gold fan for Chris Wu. Definitely probably won his Roma Yang. APF now with the wait and see if he swaps it over to a poster. But Chris Wu probably with the same idea as well. Moving on in on the hottie. Go ahead and just go inside Plume Castle. Shoots the bell. APF trying to get some more resources. Weapon Swapper resist. Char's gonna fall and made it in the kill feed. Made it is gonna come out victorious against that scrap up against Tryhard. Chris Wu and Weapon Swapper going at it. Now in the backside, we got Weapon Swapper trying to pick up a Soul Bloom to stay inside game number 6.
With the classic, the old reliable, as EU likes to call it, Spear and Greatsword. Chris Wu on, I believe that is the hottie and the gold fan. Big Perry going to come out onto Weapon Swapper. Weapon Swapper 3 minutes for that Yang Pollution. Can he find the hit? Everyone accustomed to tap dodging the LMB from the Hong Sword now. Complete denial, and APF is going to come in with the triple charge of the Pole Sword, looking for the follow-up. Multiple hotties showing up. Multiple Casinas coming out. Tough position for Weapon Swapper. His last game, he is going to fall to the hands of APF. Again, last time, but APF does have the red buff. Chris Wu doing a ton of damage on that hottie. The triple charge of that gold weapon hottie, just too much to deal with Light Hope Nova, the king of Plume Cap. We're going into this game 6, last game of the day. Can a Light secure the skill and climb up the leaderboard?
And let me pry here for Chris Wu. Onto Light, big damage as well off the gold blades. Trying to see if he can catch the prowl. Dash invested it for Light. Now he's gonna catch the freeze off the uppercut. Chris Wu trying to pick up the elimination. Light drops very low. Does manage to weave that LB prowl once again for Light. F called in for the hottie to avoid the damage. Hottie ultimate online and about 20%. Now Clink comes in off the scare rush. Light trying to stay up. LB focus not connect. Clink comes in for the light attack once again. No prowls yet unfolding for none of these players. Overholding does not get a parry. Has the F to stay safe for that damage. Jump LB uppercut does connect for Chris Wu. LB prowl for Light. And this could be the damage that he needs. He does not get the elimination because of the F invested it for Chris Wu. Now, once again, neutral game for both players. And the RB mixed it for Chris Wu. Vermilion's Burst Might does come into play there for Light Hypernova.
Good clutch from Chris Wu. I thought Light might have had it with the cancel, and Chris Wu goes with the risky tap dodge through, able to get the follow-up. Last hit situation. It looks like Ming is going to clean up Chris Wu as go by, cleans up Potato. 2 souls left. Both Vermilion's buffs players gonna go down. Trying to get the most value out of that free resurrect, that free life. 6 people going into the last game. Really, really tough matchup for everyone. Everyone fought valiantly today. We saw a lot of people put their best foot forward. A lot of new strategies coming out. A lot of conservative play. But going into that like game 3 to game 5, we saw a lot of players just swinging for the stance, just going for the home run, just trying to bet it all. When the consistent play seemed to be working, just not overcommitting, playing when you have the better power spike with the loot, and just picking a lot of the meta picks for Holorath, zipping her sustain, especially one thing that a lot of people kind of miss, especially going to these big tournaments. Like first game doesn't really play the same as third game. A lot of times there's a little bit of butterflies, and the first game on Holleruth doesn't really play like game 5 and 6. A lot of the time everyone's transitioning. It's a different tempo, it's a different play style, a lot more third-party situations inside Plume Castle, a lot more wide open. So weapon selection matters, character selection matters. Transitioning into this end game, I'm wondering, I don't think it goes to a closed zone. I feel like everyone commits, goes into this Yang, and just sees what happens, creatives.
APF already posted up for that too. On purple armor, purple spear. Ming on the Saping, Light on the Justina. Scrap off unfolding for both of these players. Made is on Justina as well. Chris Wu is on the Hottie. Big pair there for Ming. F caught it for Light to avoid the damage. Trying to see if he can try to catch the power once again while this F is on cooldown. Big damage there from Light onto Ming. Makes him back up for the time being. Try to take a quick reset in. Army focus. Nice ship parry from Light. Gets a lot of damage off of this as well. He is going to be able to chunk all that blue armor. LB focus connects there for Light as well. Tries to go for the cancel. 1-2. Nice ship parry once again from Light. That's tons of damage. Ming is going to be forced to pop this Ping ultimate. Quick comes in off the focus. Another parry. That's all from Ming. Has the F to stay safe though. Light now. But another parry off the F with the wake up. And that's an insane sequence for both players, and that's gonna go towards Light's way.
Go by versus Made It having a tough day, but you see Made It still going forward. I gotta commend my man for not fading away, not shying from the moment. He's just in there trying to win it inside Yang, going against the best. He's gonna get the nice focus attack off of this grapple kick, and boom, that gold Hong sword doing big damage, taking down one of MA's that go by, just struggling today, not having the best game. So now we're gonna get Chris Wu with the triple charge against APF. Justina, a decent answer to Hottie, but can APF find the opener that he wants?
It's gonna be rough. I believe he used all his dashes right there. Chris Wu is still applying tons of pressure onto APF. Cartel and Beast. APF forced to pop this F, trying to catch the wake up. He does manage to do so off the R&B from the Dual Blaze. Now Chris Wu gonna go ahead and pick up a gold pair of halberds as well off this realm of Yang. So he's gonna be fully stacked off this inventory, plus the old bag on the Hottie. Chris Wu now with 4 eliminations on the board for game number 6. Gonna have to wait this out, see how he does. Jabbing, alchemy, siphon technique. He still has 2 slots of jades as well. Has purple dual blaze, purple gold dual blaze, gold fan, purple longsword, and gold halberds in the back pockets. Gonna go ahead and buy out some resources. Just got some pressure in the back end. Not sure from who. Probably Light off the pistol. Chris Wu's just trying to buy out some jades right now. He just, trying to get, trying to get scaled, and Light just sending out some pressure off the pistol. Galbai moving on in as well. Gonna have to wait and see who's gonna be the first aggressors here. Top 5 for game number 6. We are still in zone 3 here, Raven.
We gotta talk about this macro game, Chris. I saw his inventory. My man went for weapon swaps first. Why are we buying weapon swaps, and why do we have no jades? My man is scaled to the moon, and we're buying weapon swaps. I mean, on Hottie, you're not really gaining much from going weapon swaps. I think there's an argument maybe for Takeda to yoink weapons, but you only need like 1 extra. Definitely should be going jades, but still, Chris Wu coming back to active tournament play. We love to see him here, able to get that nice ship parry onto APF. Combo break going to be invested, looking for the overhold. APF does go around the corner, tries to set up a trap, but Chris Wu does not care. We're swinging for the moon when we got that combo break with the tiger buff. APF does make his way out of there. Made it with the Yang depletion, wants to get the kill onto APF, but APF moving, chilling, making his way around the house, and Chris Wu with no care in the world, kind of taking this last game in with 4 kills to his name, looking for an extra kill. Everyone piling in, all 5 players, all at Plume Castles, looking for APF, but it looks like, I'm surprised Chris Wu doesn't want to get active over here, especially with the tire buff, the amount of regen that this buff gives you, and the follow-up of that AoE damage really creates that space so you can eat a soul boom and really snowball in the situation. But sitting back, he's waiting, just finds a low HP go by. Can he find this kill though?
Oh my god. 3 players on his back. 4 now. Make it 4. Galbai with tons of pressure on his back. Everybody's searching for the test, the overhold, big parry there for Galbai to avoid some damage there from APF. Does not be able to get the elimination there. Galbai now getting clip off the R&B focus there from Light. F caught in to avoid some damage. Chris Wu still trying to find the elimination here. He does manage to get a blue armor off Galbai now with 1 minute and 5 seconds in counting to try to pick up a soul bloom. You see all the grapples coming into play right now, trying to use the light attacks to try to back him up from all these range pressers as well. It's gonna be a very hard task for Galbai trying to stay up. We see him scare rushing on up. It doesn't matter to create the space now. We got Maiden in the mix, Light, APF. Lots of pressure. It does cut the noise for now. The first one on the scene is going to be APF. R&B Prowl. F caught in for the Justina to create that space. And APF does turn that gold greatsword into the gold pole sword. Made it as well. Trying to put up some damage onto Galbai. Galbai doing a really good job kiting for the time being. Now the aggression starts once again onto Galbai. These players both want to try to pick up this elimination here. But Galbai making them work for this. He's not going to give up easily. Let me focus. Sends it. He gets some damage onto Galbai. APF now overholding. Test ultimate invested only onto one player. He's going to be able to interact, I believe, but he's going to go ahead and camp it for now. Got Made It. Light now showing up to the party. He's going to be Made It. Picking elimination onto Galbai. Now, all these players are going to retreat for now. It looks like it's only a one lone wolf player left. I believe it's not playing Justina. Not sure who that is.
APF still has 30 seconds on the Yang depletion. You see Light just with the quick fingers able to come and yoink that soul bloom, denying the soul bloom to the Yang depletion players that made it. Gonna eat 2 RMBs to the back. Big damage coming out. APF able to iframe using that Justina dash. Doesn't get the follow-up though on the Lucky, and Made it gonna get a nice focus attack, but the dash through in the light attack is gonna secure the kill for APF, able to get that soul bloom with seconds left on his Yang depletion. Now we got a couple Justinas. We got Light, APF. Who was the third player? Looks like Chris Wu on the hottie. 2 Justinas and a hottie to close out this spring challenge solos. APF up to 5 kills. I know Light was fragging out on off spawn. I wonder how many kills Light is up to, fighting out on to Chris Wu. Ultimate's going to be invested up to 6 kills right now.
Wow.
This could be a huge ladder up for Light. I believe he was like maybe in 5th place, but everyone was really, really close in points. So I don't think Weapon Swapper did well this game. There's a chance that Light, if he's able to pick up these last 2 kills, might be able to ladder up to 2nd place.
Think about the Justina against Hottie. What's that Hottie has that 3 charge up, and you're on that Justina. Oh, you can't double. You can cancel the first dash. Oh my god, massive RB there for Light. Now it's our final 1v1 of the day. APF against Light. Light swaps on over to the gold dual blades. Big damage off the Hong sword. LB focus the next there for APF. Both healths are nearly even right now. Gonna go ahead and take a quick reset. No ults allowed in this area, but yeah, you can freeze the hottie off that ult. You just have to jump cancel it after the first dash goes through, which is, pretty, it's a little bit of tech. It's not super hard to do, but I mean, that's why Justina can play against those hotties if that 3 stage is online. If he's not in that 3-stage form holding, you can't get that freeze in the air as well. But APF on the gold halberds, trying to wait this out. Gold greatsword on the ground, just gonna be sitting there as well. Both of these players have their inventory full right now. By the way, Light's playing. I might have to give it to Light right now, but both players have a big amount of eliminations. Who are you gonna give this to here, Raven? I'm gonna give it to Light.
I mean, I feel like Light has a lot of momentum going in this round, but APF has a lot of momentum going in this round. It's gonna be close. I feel like this is a coin flip, but I gotta go with my man APF. Light is a completely different player coming home from Worlds. Light used to be a very, very heavy parry camping player, but since he's been home, I know he once you taste the golden grounds of CN, of that everyone's on low ping, everyone's dodging crazy, it's very hard to come back and parry on our ping. So Light moving on to this heavy focus attack. We're seeing both of these guys switch into this heavy focus attack gameplay, both of them getting a nice deep fry, but APF with the health advantage right now. Light with a padded fake heal. It's not going to be able to get the follow-up. 1, 2, 3 going to be shown by APF. He has the J. He's going to release another 1 charge. Now tough position for Light. Forced to pop his ultimate, but APF has his gold combo break still on deck. Light looking for the chip damage. APF baiting him in, trying to bait that tap dodge, not able to. Goes for the focus attack. Light with that Justina, able to iframe that focus attack. Goes for the freeze. APF's able to get it. Last hit situations, but APF with the work, with the gold dual halbies, is gonna get that follow-up, and finish game 6 with 6 kills. Light Hubbard with a massive game with 7 kills. Chris Wu finally going off with 4. Made it all the way at the bottom. My man able to follow the kill. And we're going to see our champion, my brother BWG's tryhard, by a landslide, taking this spring challenge, and he's gonna be representing NA over in China. This is the fourth time I'd say a tryhard is going to be able to go over and represent NA. Most people don't know that he actually did go over to the first Worlds, filling in for a trios team. The second Worlds he went with Conquest. The third Worlds he went